I'm muting myself.
The pirate jokes haven't come through.
That's fine, Hannah.
Can you send PDFs through Messenger?
Yeah.
Right, I'll do that then, Dan, okay? Because that's not worked, but I'm going to turn that around for you now. And that will come through Messenger.
Hannah, darling, just remember that you can be heard on their mic.
Okay.
Someone's phone went off as well.
Right, we ready?
Get your phone on mute.
My phone's on mute.
Who spent the ting then? Oh, is that? Over there, we don't. Where's yours? Ah. Broken. Do we need to mute ourselves when the captain comes up?
Yes, but I'll do that.
You've got someone coming in, guys.
Yep. Three, two. Hello and welcome to Exeter Pirate Day online.
We've got a jam-packed day for you today. We've got full of fun and games. Due to the current Great Plague lurking around, we are unable to do our legendary normal walk around the town with hundreds and hundreds of you, but we still hope to bring you a good fun and madness that we normally do. So our course is still the same. Our mission remains to raise money for the RNLI.
The who?
The RNLI.
The RNLI.
So please follow all the links that we give you to donate anything you can spare, even if it's just a spare pint, or even have a go at our Guess the Coin game, or even buy some of our luxurious decadent badges, which are on sale. Just follow the links down below on the Facebook page. So you can expect today, we've got a brain-boggling pirate quiz. We have a riddled treasure hunt, educational and instructional tutorials on a variety of subjects from special effects makeups to cookery, cocktails. We have live-ish music from some of our favorite seafaring songweavers, and fun facts, humor, and trivia throughout the day. So, what you got there, Dan?
Someone sent us in a hatch your own kraken.
Ah,
So we're going to have that going well through most of the day.
they say when it's going to hatch.
Well, they didn't give us the instructions.
I better not do it in case it bites.
We don't want that. So,
We can crack on with the treasure hunt, can't we?
yeah, I think we've got some words from the captain first. And then we'll see what's going on from there. Any other words, Danny?
from anything from our sponsor?
Well, looking at our notes and that, we've raised over £10,000 in the last 5 years for the RNLI.
That's quite a lot.
Yeah, we hope to do more.
Welcome to Exeter Pirate Day and Adventure Online. Today's event will be a mixture of pre-recorded and live interaction pieces. Consent has already been given for the items that will be shown throughout the event. We are raising funds for the RNLI, however we are not affiliated with them. The language today will be kept as PG as possible, however it may get a little spicy. We will keep our eye on that and keep it down to a minimum. If you do have anything you'd like to share with us, any questions, you can forward them on to the link below. However, we hope you have a lovely event and thank you for joining us at Exeter Pirate Day and Adventure Online.
You can see
Avast, and welcome to Exeter Pirate Day Virtual 2020. We will try not to say fuck or bugger, but we are pirates, so it does happen.
Ahoy and welcome to Exeter Pirate Day and Adventure Online. So as you may know, this is our first venture into the world of the internet and bringing you an event online. So thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for making this happen. We're really super sad that we can't be together for Exeter Pirate Day the way we normally do, gathering in our pubs, singing our songs and our shanties. However, we're going to be doing this. We're going to do something to try and help raise money for the RNLI still. Alright, so that's my little one. She's here. As you can see, we're at home, so welcome to the home of Captain Cat Cavicious. We're going to be having some live bands and some pre-recorded. We're also going to be having a makeup tutorial for some gory makeup, so keep tuned for that. And some of our stories coming from you guys who've encountered then our RNLI and what they've done for you. Through the course of the event, we're going to have Bucket and Bosun who are going to be helping you, guiding you through all the fantastic things we've got with our treasure hunt, our quiz that is going to happen as well. So I hope that you're geared up, ready to go. You've got your gear on, you've got your drinks in your hand, and you're ready to have a good old time and raise some money for the RNLI. So dig deep in your pockets, any change, whatever you would cost for a pint, throw it towards us and donate to a good cause. All right? Enjoy.
Bye.
Thank you very much, Captain Cat. So as she said, we've got a few things lined up for us this afternoon. You got rats though, Danny?
Doesn't everyone?
Oh, okay. We've also got a few mascots with us today. We've got some ducks,
Some parrots.
a random bear, and
And
of
a
course,
nefarious Captain Hook.
so might as well get this show on the road. So we've got the first treasure hunt clue coming up.
The treasure.
The treasure hunt. So we've put together a virtual treasure hunt for you.
So guess where we're leading to around Exeter?
You have to bear with us. We've got a few goblins. They don't like technology.
These rats, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Or we can read the first clue.
Yeah, we can read the first clue. So we're going to be starting you off at the Cathedral Yard. And from the Cathedral Yard, the clue reads as follows. I headed for the main street to the White Pillars to pay my dues.
I'll repeat that one again, just in case people miss it.
Yep. So starting from the Cathedral Yard, I headed for the main street to the White Pillars to pay my dues. And we're going to have the clue up on the screen for you now so you can read it as well. So there's some fancy looking people stood outside the cathedral.
So if you know your way around Exeter, try and guess where we're heading.
So again, starting from the Cathedral Yard, I headed for the main street to the White Pillars to pay my dues.
And if you're good, we might let you know the answers in a bit. We've got some music coming up now, haven't we?
Yes, we've got our first set of music from Cask. It's all about a place called Bimini, I believe.
Bimini.
Bimini.
Bimini Cricket.
Might be a cricket, I'm not sure.
It's I believe it's a district in the Bahamas, just outside Nassau.
Day. But
Enjoy.
as to a plaguey old year, us be having a virtual Exeter Pirate Day. 'Tis a shame us can't all be meeting, supping and singing together. So here be a few songs as us would have been singing by the byways and in the pubs of old Exeter town. We'd like to start off with one that we sings just to get you in the mood. And this is about drinking too much rum down in the Bahamas on the island of Bimini.
Oh, till I go down to Bimini.
Never take to liquor till I go down to Bimini. We were old sailors till the day our boat sailed into Bimini Bay. We tapped a keg, we loaded on. Woke up to find the boat was gone. Send my bale down to Bimini. This town is wearisome. Got thrown in jail just for drinking Barbados rum. Barbados rum. Oh, till I go down to Bimini. Never take to liquor till I go down to Bimini. I recollect the other night, it seems there was a friendly fight. It was a woman who brought me to grief. Her daddy was the police chief. Send my bale down to Bimini. This town is wearisome. Got thrown in jail just for drinking Barbados rum. Barbados rum. Oh, till I go down to Bimini. Never take to liquor till I go down to Bimini. I told them I would mend my ways. They let me out in 30 days. I took a little drink to quench my thirst. Guess I should have read the label first. Send my bale down to Bimini. This town is wearisome. Got thrown in jail just for drinking Barbados rum. Barbados rum. Oh, till I go down to Bimini. Never take to liquor till I go down to Bimini. They tell me Bimini can't afford to keep providing room and board. I'm anchored here by ball and chain, squeezing rum from sugar cane. Send my bale down to Bimini. This town is wearisome. Got thrown in jail just for drinking Barbados rum. Barbados rum. Send my bale down to Bimini. This town is wearisome. Got thrown in jail just for drinking Barbados rum. Barbados rum. Oh, till I go down to Bimini. Never take to liquor till I go down to Bimini.
And that was class.
Yeah, thank you very
Thank you.
much. So, what did we learn about Bimini?
So Bimini, so a little town outside Nassau. I think it's northwest. So Nassau is one of that. If anyone's watched Black Sails, the very famous pirate town, they all took over in war and everything.
Ah, well, obviously, watch what you're drinking when you go to Bimini as well.
Don't get caught drinking Barbados rum.
So we're going to start the quiz in a second. So the first round is going to be all about piratey knowledge. And this round, you've got multiple choice answers. So take your time. There's no rush.
And it's all just for fun.
So as we're waiting for that to load up, at the same time, remember, please donate, buy a badge, have a guess on the coins. We've got,
Anything you can to help the irony lie.
yeah,
This
we've
is
got
our
a
main
few
goal.
guesses coming in coins already. So back on the first round then. So this is our hook and peg leg pirate quiz. So if you be entitled to a double share of the loot and booty, you be either the captain,
The gunner's mate,
the surgeon.
or the owner of the ship.
So that'd be if you're entitled to a double share. If you desire to be the captain. Oh, it's
Just in case you missed it on that one, there's it again. If you be entitled to a double share of the loot and booty, you be the captain, the gunner's mate, the surgeon, or the owner of the ship. And then, if you desire to captain, what be the way?
be a test of strength,
Is it your seniority,
test of intellect.
or an election by the crew? Very diplomatic.
So if you have a quarrel with a brother, sister, or pirate, what would be the best way to resolve this? Pistol and swords at sunrise,
Pistols and swords on the shore,
bare knuckles.
or a drinking contest?
I know which one I prefer.
Aye, bare knuckles.
Aye.
And our next question coming up, just in case you missed that again. If you quarrel with a brother, sister pirate, how be the way to resolve this?
On a pirate ship, when be the time to give musicians time off? Be it the Sabbath,
There'll be no musicians on the ship.
time off? Are you kidding?
Or the day after taking a prize. If you be on board and you be going to the head, what are you about to do?
Are you going to go up to the crow's nest?
Go to the Johns?
Going to poop the quarterdeck?
Or go to the front of the queue at mealtime? So if you be on board, we're getting shot at a lot.
Yeah, we
We
are
might
getting
start
shot
shooting
at.
back in a bit. You see where it was coming from?
Yeah. So that question again, if you be on the head, what are you about to do? Are you going to go up to the crow's nest?
Go to the Johns?
Going to poop the quarterdeck?
Or go to the front of the queue at mealtime?
So we're having a slight technical difficulty there. So
We'll give you extra time to learn those answers, though. No cheating.
yeah, no cheating, people.
We know what you're like, pirates.
Right. So just while we're waiting for the next one to load up.
Well, I'm going to take cover with all those cannon blasts coming down.
Right. So the next question is, what is the difference between a cutlass and a rapier?
Oh, yeah.
Be it different names for the same weapon,
A cutlass is shorter and heavier,
a cutlass is longer and heavier.
or a cutlass is longer and lighter. Both do cut.
Yeah, they both do cut. So that'd be, what would be the difference between a cutlass and a rapier? Is it different names for the same sword?
Is a cutlass shorter and heavier,
A cutlass longer and heavier?
or a cutlass longer and lighter?
And there we go, we got it on screen now.
Just in case you couldn't hear or understand our broad accents.
No one understands my accent. Hey, if you be in a battle, which would be useful to you to fight those scurvy bilge rats?
Would it be a bloody flux,
A cartouche
a booty,
or some hardtack?
not blue? If ye be sailing under a Jolly Roger, that colours are red background with a winged hourglass, an arm and a sword, and a death's head, who would be your captain?
Chris Moody?
Thomas Chew
Jack Rackham.
or Henry Edwards?
As a pirate, where should you port? Be it Tortuga,
Charleston-on-Sea,
New York,
or London?
There we go. So, as a pirate, where's your favourite place to make port? Tortuga,
Charleston-on-Sea,
New York,
or London? Sailing up the Thames in me row.
If you're looking for a ship built for speed, will you be looking for a pinnace,
A frigate
a galleon?
or a bark?
So that's your first 10 questions. So we'll leave you with those for a minute to ponder. Obviously, we're trying to get those gremlins out while we're working on it. So please keep those donations coming in, people.
Just got our first
All
one
helps.
in. Thank you very much.
So we're going to be going off to our first of the second band of the day, which is Captain's Beard.
Captain's Beard.
So they've put together a nice little jingle for us, and we hope you enjoy it. Remember, keep donating, guess the coins, badges, all helps. All goes to.
Give us your loots.
No, they are in a line.
The Who.
They are in a line. So anyway, while we're waiting for that to load,
As are hosting viewing parties, so I'm managing to do this event, but keep together in our nice social display. Speaking of viewing parties, a big shout out to the Exeter Arcade, who I know are hosting their own Exeter Pirate Day Adventure Online viewing party. Those shakers on the bar, guys, on you go. Go fill them up. Let's raise some money for the RNLI.
Finally. What do I do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? Way, hey up she rises, way, hey up she rises, way, hey up she rises early in the morning. Stick him in a longboat till it's sober, stick him in a longboat till it's sober, stick him in a longboat till it's sober early in the morning. Way, hey up she rises, way, hey up she rises, way, hey up she rises early in the morning. Shade his belly with a rusty razor, shade his belly with a rusty razor, shade his belly with a rusty razor early in the morning. Way, hey up she rises, way, hey up she rises, way, hey up she rises early in the morning. GK Max, GK Max, GK Max, GK Max is not enough for GK Max. Way, hey up she rises, way, hey up she rises, way, hey up she rises. Shout at us, kid. Kick him in the bones and all his sister, kick him in the bones and all his sister early in the morning. Way, hey up she rises, way, hey up she rises, way, hey up she rises early in the morning. Instrumental. That's what they do with the drunken sailor. That's what they do with the drunken sailor. That's what they do with the drunken sailor early in the morning. Way, hey up she rises, way, hey up she rises, way, hey up she rises early in the morning. Stick him in a gig with a captain's beard. Stick him in a gig with a captain's beard. Stick him in a gig with a captain's beard early in the morning. Way, hey up she rises, way, hey up she rises, way, hey up she rises early in the morning. Very nice job. With the captain's beard, I took a stroll on the old long walk of the day. Met a little girl and we stopped to talk of a fine soft day. And I asked her now, what's a fella to do? Her hair was black and her eyes were blue. I took her hand and I gave it a twirl.
taking a tour around the Salt Hill prom for the Galway girl. Yeah. With a broken heart and a ticket home. And I ask you now, tell me what would you do if her hair was black and her eyes were blue? Cause I traveled around, I've been all over this world. Boys, I ain't never seen nothing like a Galway girl. Say it! Captain Midas, who was strong, handsome and mean. He was quick, he was clever, he was virtuous and clean. When gambling he never lost a bet. He could shame a king with his tiny etiquette. And he was famous all around the world for his beard of solid gold. For his beard of solid gold. Well, was a highwayman who made himself a stash, relieving the nobles from the burden of their cash. He'd hold his pistol to the head of their wife, just on the river, money or your life. He risked the gallows hold for a few pieces of gold, for a few pieces of gold. And young Sally was enterprising. Her main exploit was a private company. Her customers were leaky, lumpy and large, but she got her dues from the prices that she charged. She didn't mind if they were old, cause they paid her all in gold. They showered her in gold. He gives up his mind for fame. A man, he can do enough, and he'll walk 500 miles. Then he'll do all of this and more. Grab the ecstasy of gold, for the ecstasy of gold. Oh, yeah, he'll do all of this and if this is a door.
Thank you very much, Captain's Beard.
Yes, thank you very much. That was a nice little jig. So
What are we on to now? We're going to...
I think we've got a little bit of history on where Pirate Day came
Oh,
from.
we're revealing the treasure hunt answer, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, no. Yeah, you first.
Well, International Talk Like a Pirate Day first came about as an idea in June 6th, 1995, by two fellas who were playing racquetball at the time. They're not quite sure which one of them started it, but instead of screaming at each other and grunting like they normally do, one of them started yarring.
Arr!
And it kind of went on from there to the point where they were saying they're going to pass this shot down your broadside and have this cannonball and other such piratey things. After the game, they decided to sit down at the bar and they thought, we should do this for the whole day. We should talk like a pirate, dress up as a pirate. Let's go out and have some fun. So John Burr, otherwise known as Old Chum Bucket, and Mark Summers, who's also known as Captain Slappy, decided to see when they could do this. Now, being Americans, they didn't want to have their day clash with anything else. They couldn't go with the 6th of June because that was the D-Day landings. And obviously, there's various other events going on through the year. So they decided on the 19th of September, as it was Mark's ex's birthday. So this is how it went for a few years. It was just them and a few friends dressed up as pirates walking around and, doing pretty much what we do. This happened pretty much on and off for 7 years until in 2002, a local columnist was looking for bits to fill his journals and that with. So they sent an email to a gentleman called Dave Barry to give him a bit of content and give them some idea of what's going on. Unknowns to them, Dave Barry went and took this one further because he used his connections as an author, a publicist, and a Pulitzer Prize winner, and made the announcement to the entire world. And as we all know, history is history, and International Talk Like a Pirate Day was born.
One of our favourite days of the year.
Oh, yes. And this went on until in 2009, in pretty much the same way, our three founders did exactly the same, decided to dress up as pirates and walk around Exeter going and visiting bars. And they were Cap, Mex, and Dex. And 11 years on, we're still going. And we're still trying these newfangled things called internet. As you can see, some of it works and some of it doesn't.
But we always persevere.
We do indeed. So there's a little bit of history and how it all started. And hopefully many, many years to come. So I believe we've got the answer to the first round of the treasure hunt coming next. Anything you would like to add?
No, that was beautiful.
No, okay.
So what's the answer to our treasure trail then?
Well, that's a donkey.
We'll definitely get the right image there.
Okay, so your clue was, starting at the cathedral yard, I headed to the main street, to the white pillars to pay my dues. Any ideas where that might be then, Danny? Well, obviously you know because you were there. But...
I was lost from the start.
Ah.
I didn't even know we were at the cathedral, although I should have looked behind me.
Yes.
So the answer is the old Guildhall.
The old Guildhall.
Now, an interesting fact, being the oldest civic building in the country, the old Guildhall has seen a lot of history, being used as a prison, a courthouse, a city archive, a meeting place for the council and city chamber, and more. But as a courthouse, it sentenced its last man to hang in 1952, and now holds a lot of Exeter's historic treasure, such as the sword of Admiral Nelson.
Ooh. So on screen briefly, there was the second clue.
Let's read it out for those who missed.
Yeah, there it is. So going from the old guild hall, your next clue is, next I went to see the ale house in Martin's Lane.
Next, I went to see the ale house in Martin's Lane.
Ooh.
Can you guess where we're headed? If you do,
I like the fact it's an ale house.
oh, I like ale houses.
Yeah,
They're one of the best types of houses.
indeed. Next to a gin house.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Do you get a rum house?
No, but maybe we should start one.
You heard it here first.
Rum houses coming soon. So as we've said previously, we've raised over £10,000, probably more, but we've only got figures for the last few years. So we are doing great, people. Remember, donate, do the guess the coins, buy a badge.
And thanks ever so much to my sister Siobhan, who has donated very kindly. Please follow her suit and donate more for us.
So
We've got something a bit special next, haven't we?
I think we
This
have,
would be a special effect, possibly.
maybe.
So yeah, we're gonna have a little tutorial video for you.
And that's coming up in a minute. We've got the answers to the first round of the quiz
yes, we do.
first. Yeah, don't jump ahead.
Well, it's so eager. It's a very exciting day for us.
I know. So, on screen in a second, we should be having the answers to the first round of the quiz.
Well, this one got me guessing. I can't even spell IQ. So the hook and peg leg pirate quiz, round 1 answers.
For piratey knowledge.
See how many you got right.
Yeah.
Now this is just for fun, so don't feel bad if you got none of them right, because that's probably what I've done.
So the answer to question 1 is, if you be entitled to double share the loot and booty, you be
The captain!
Of course the captain takes double share.
Not our captain, though. She gives it all to the RMLI. She's a good captain. None of it goes to us, though.
No, we don't get paid.
Get potatoes occasionally. So if you desire to captain, what be the way?
Hey, you get elected by the crew.
That's very diplomatic.
It is very diplomatic. See, we're very civilized pirates, we is.
Not just brutes. Not just brutes.
Wow.
Speak for yourselves.
And if you quarrel with a brother and sister pirate, what be the best way to resolve this?
Slap them with a glove.
No, pistol and swords on the shore.
Oh, that makes sense.
That way you don't make a mess on the boat.
That makes even more sense.
Yeah.
Just let the sea wash it away.
Well, one of them's coming back, the other's not.
So on a pirate ship, when be the musicians given time off?
I'll be on the Sabbath. The rest of the time, those buggers are going to keep going.
I gotta say, when do they get time off? We don't get time off.
I don't know.
I'm becoming a musician.
Wow, if it gets us one day off. So if you be on board and you be going to the head, what are you about to do?
You're gonna go to the John.
Oh, of course you're going to go to the Johns.
I was thinking that was the joke answer, but it's actually the answer. Well, I told you it was getting me guessing. But believe it or not, it's go to the John. So what be the difference between a cutlass and a rapier?
Well, a cutlass is longer and lighter. The rapier has all the weight in its handle.
So good for pointing and poking and prodding.
And punching.
Where a cutlass is probably better for slashing and swiping,
yeah,
and swinging around. But make sure you're not taking the head of your own people behind you.
Of course.
Careful where you swing. General rule for life. So if you be in battle, which would be useful to fight the scurvy bilge rats?
That'd be some hard tack.
Hard tack.
Hard tack.
And this isn't something you put on your posters and stick on your wall, is it? It's
No, that's blue tack.
That's like a type of sea biscuit, is it? Just
It might be.
a bit of hard flour and water, I think it is. Not the most tastiest, but it will keep you alive. Not many tasty things on a boat, anyway.
So if you're sailing under a Jolly Roger, which colours are a red background with winged hourglass, an arm and a sword, a death's head, who's your captain?
It would be Henry Every.
Yeah, he's got too much on that flag, I tell you.
That's a very busy flag.
It is a very busy flag.
Unmistakable with anyone else's, at least.
That's true. That is true.
Let's hope you didn't mistake it for anyone else's.
As a pirate, where's your favourite place to make port?
That would be Tortuga.
Of course, it's Tortuga.
As anyone who's seen anything to do with pirates, well, always knows Tortuga.
Most pirates don't leave Tortuga.
There's a lot of drink there, but not much reason to.
No.
Unless you need more gold to get more booze. So if you're looking for a shipboat for speed, what will you be looking for?
A bark.
A bark.
A bark.
Not barking up the wrong tree then.
So that's a boat that sits low in the water and it's got many sails, so it can pick speed up and be able to go through shallow water. Unlike those galleons that the Navy try to follow us in, where they got big bottoms.
We can outrun them easier.
Yeah.
Also easier to catch up with who you want to. It's a skipper.
Yeah.
Skipper.
So how are you guys doing? Did you get many of those?
I want 10 out of 10 from all of you. Or at least 1 out of 10, and you'll beat me.
So, while we're live today as well, let us know what you got up to during lockdown.
You can either chat with us on here or write in the comments.
Yeah, did you build anything? I know a few people out there have built their own pirate ship, like Ian Lott down in Plymouth.
Aye, from scratch.
Aye, he's got the Trinity.
Right,
So,
buddy.
You see he's been having fun with that?
I've been making nautical jewellery. See that one there? Made that out of me dinner. Me crab.
Yeah, a little crab's claw.
Been making a lot of things out of me dinner. Chicken bones. Who would have thunk it?
Right. So up next now we've got a tutorial from a young lady called Jez. She'll be showing you what to do if you get harpooned in the face.
Now this one might be a bit gory for the sensitive viewers, but enjoy.
Enjoy.
Here. So this video is dedicated to Exeter's Pirate Day. The absolute fabulous Captain Catcrovicious herself had asked me to make a video to contribute towards Pirate Day. I was more than happy to contribute towards this. Pirate Day, to those who don't know what it is, it's an annual event which happens in Exeter. It's a fabulous event where you can just dress up, you can go around with people, whether they're new friends or old friends. You can drink, you can sing, you can dance, and most importantly, it raises money for various charities. It's a success every year and it's a fabulous event, and I fully recommend joining or contributing towards them. If you wish to contribute towards them, get in touch with them on Facebook. Their link is at the end of this video, so please stay tuned and keep an eye out for that. Otherwise, enjoy this video. I had much fun making this. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to contact me, and I hope you folks enjoy, and I hope everyone is staying safe, sane and healthy out there. Take it easy, folks. First, we're going to grab our liquid latex, a bunch of shredded up tissue, and start applying this to my face. This is a layer by layer process, so I tend to do a layer of liquid latex, then tissue, and then liquid. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to contact me, and I hope you folks enjoy, and I hope everyone is staying.
So we're just having a small minor technical difficulty there. Those rats have been getting into everything.
Safe, sane, and healthy out there. Take it easy, folks. First, we're going to grab our liquid latex, a bunch of shredded up tissue, and start applying this to my face. This is a layer by layer process, so I tend to do a layer of liquid latex, then tissue, and then liquid latex on top again. Whilst applying this, please make sure that the center of the wound is not fully packed down, but is lifted up, so it gives the wound a little more depth. I tend to add 5 to 6 layers of different width of tissue, just to kind of add more depth, and also makes the wound look risen. Wait for that to dry. I also added liquid latex in the center of the wound and started tearing up with my nail just to give it more texture. I then grabbed a cheap cosmetic sponge and started tearing out little holes in it to give it that patchy, broken up look when applying the makeup. I then went in with black Snazaroo body paint and started applying it to my eyes, smudging it out with my fingers. Please make sure you don't poke your eye out whilst doing this process. Once the liquid latex was dry, I grabbed Snazaroo body paint in red and started covering the whole wound and started smudging the edges out with my fingers just to blend it in a little bit more. Make sure you cover every single patch of white while doing this process. Once the red has dried, I then went in with black body paint and just filled in like the little cracks of the wound. Don't put the black body paint on top because this is what gives the wound depth. So just go for the deep little crevices and little wounds that tend to look like it's deeper than the actual few layers on the top. Whilst doing this, I also blended out the black a little with my fingers. If you really are struggling to blend colours with your fingers, I tend to apply the black body paint and then apply red body paint on top just to kind of mix in a little bit. Using that colour, I then dragged it on the outside edges just to make the wound look more risen and give it a look more depth and look like it's a little more swollen. After this, I started applying white or yellow body paint and I went around the edges and the very top pieces of the wound just to make it look like it's risen and it's swollen. Don't go over the top with the highlight because otherwise it's just going to lose the illusion that it's a swollen wound. Using these skills, apply this to your chin. Once you've got the black and the red and the highlights all done and dusted, it should look something like a beast. Bruising time. Take your headphone out, Jez, that would be a good idea. So for this, bruises tend to have multiple layers of colour. So using the same torn up cosmetic sponge, I use yellow body paint, then green, then blue, whilst in between each process just smudging it out with my fingers just to make it look like the bruise is more underneath the skin than rather on top of it. Then I went in with the purple. The torn up cosmetic sponge will give the illusion that it's broken capillaries as well. So if you look at a set of bruise, it's got different size textures and different markings on it, and this will make it look more realistic. Moving on to the octopus prints, I then grabbed Snazaroo red body paint and just started drawing little circles around my bruise. Not only did this over the bruising, but I did a little extended out as well, so it looked like it reached a little bit more of my face. I then lightly dabbed with my finger just to make it look more like it's underneath the skin.
So unfortunately, there those rats got into the internet cables again, and unfortunately that video froze on us.
That was gory.
It was a bit gory. All these videos will be put up on YouTube and Facebook after the event anyway. So if you want to watch that later on, then it will be there for you.
And thank you, Jess.
Thank
I used
you,
to be
Jess.
an adventurer just like you until I took a harpoon in the knee.
Yeah, see, that's why. You and your harpoons.
Well, we'd like to thank all the guys at the arcade at the moment. Hello. And a special hello to Paul D, who is spending the afternoon with the Blackwater crew on Southend Pier after a hard day's work.
If you want any shout outs, please send them in. We'll quite happily do that.
Thinking you want to help and you want to get something for your money. All right, for £5, you can get one of our lovely Exeter Pirate Day badges, free postage to your home. You might even get a little message in there from one of the crew. And all that money from the badge is going to go towards the lifeboats. So you can get one of our lovely Exeter Pirate Day badges to add to your collection and still be helping raise money for the RNLI. Come on, why not?
Prepare to
So there you go. Cat and cat. Thank you very much. So remember, badges. We've got the guess the coins going on as well. Got a donate button. Every little bit goes towards the RNLI.
No excuse.
No, definitely no excuse. So coming up in a minute, we've got the answer to the second round of the treasure hunt. But did you know that you can't gamble on a boat?
Can you not?
No, the captain doesn't like it. It's to do with the fact
Is
that
he allowed to play?
he's allowed to play, but it's to do with the fact of if too many pirates were gambling and too many of them got into arguments, it gets messy.
That makes sense.
So not allowed to gamble on ships.
And very difficult to watch the horse racing when you're 300
Yeah,
miles offshore.
yeah, very difficult.
See horse racing?
Oh, there we are. I thought we had gone for a minute. Or maybe we have.
Oh, that's okay. We've got
So
our
we're
virtual treasure hunt.
back to the treasure hunt.
So what's the answer?
Well, the clue was next I went to see an ale house in Martin's Lane. And of course, the answer is the ship.
And we'd like to thank the ship, especially because they've many, many years of helping us out. They've always got to put on a good for us. Always made us feel very welcome.
Okay, so your third clue, which is that, there it is.
Upon leaving Martin's Lane, I did walk down a cobbled street and found a bird of ashes.
Upon leaving Martin's Lane, I did walk down a cobbled street and found a bird of ashes.
Guess where we're headed next? So a little interesting fact about the ship, though. The ship has been around since 15th, 16th century and boasts the possession of a letter supposedly written by Sir Francis Drake. Although historians think this is unlikely and is thought to have been fabricated by a local businessman to invite tourists to the area, it was seen more likely to have been visited by our own locally born sea legend, Sir Walter Raleigh, who only lived Salterton, I think.
No, he came from outside of East Budley.
That's right, yes.
And in the years that have gone past, they've now called it Collerton Raleigh after the fine gentleman. We use fine gentleman rather vaguely, as he was a privateer, which is only slightly pirate because he was hired by the crown.
Paid pirate.
Yeah, being paid to be a pirate
Pirate on
doesn't
the
sound
payroll.
right, does it?
We pay ourselves.
So we got another video coming up next. Let's hope this one works. This one's by our own bosun.
If you like drinking, you like this.
So we got cocktail.
The pain of the captain's whip. And our checklist of ingredients are as follows. We have the Malibu, some double cream, big pot, and some pineapple juice. We are going to need one of these things that goes... Recipe is based on the orange whip, which does contain rum, vodka, orange juice and cream. I've just spiced it up a little bit, just to make it a little bit more piratey. Let us begin. So first up, we're going to need, in no particular strict measurements, 1 part rum, or in this case, coconut rum. When I say 1 part, I mean probably 2 shots. The traditional one would be vodka, but I don't have vodka, and I could just leave it on the Malibu on its own, but Malibu's to win. So tequila, 1 part. I'll make 3 parts. And once we've got all the alcohol in there, we can worry about the other stuff. So 1 part rum, 1 part vodka, and we need 4 parts orange juice, pineapple juice, the captain's whip, not an orange whip. That's 1. 2, 3, 4. 2-part cream. This is where this recipe confuses me. Sticking cream into juice never seems like a good idea. But I trust the recipe. It'll lead us to where we want to go. So, 2-part cream. So in our measurements, that's 4 shots. Ready to blend. Now, here comes the noise. You could be fancy and serve it up in a half a coconut Malibu cup, but I can't be bothered with that. I want to see what I'm drinking, so we're going to have a nice cracker tankard glass there. But it's still with ice though. Pineapple ice. We know it's done when it's nice and frothy and whipped. Whip is definitely in the title there. A personalised twist, I'm going to add a tiny dash of blackcurrant to get some blood on the whip. And what I'm going to do to achieve something, I must have a spoon with a back ball, rest it above the cream, slowly let the blackcurrant on top. A raspy ripple. Blood on the whip. And don't forget your curly straw.
What will we do with the drunken sailor? What will we do with the drunken sailor? What will we do with the drunken
There you have it,
sailor? Lie in the morning. Way,
my own take on the orange whip, the captain's whip, with blood on it. Forget to donate. Until next.
Thank you very much, Danny.
You're most welcome.
I've got some of the famous cocktail here.
Well, enjoy. Just a reminder as well, we are raising money for the RNLI, so any donations are welcome. The RNLI. We will be posting links on any videos on the Facebook page below, so if you've missed anything, there is a chance to catch up too.
Absolutely. So, got a couple of piratey jokes now.
Humour?
Bit of humour. What do you call a pirate with all of these limbs?
I don't know.
A beginner. What ship are pirates most afraid of?
What ship are pirates most afraid of?
Relationships.
Oh. Only joking if he's watching. Love you.
Talking of relationships, though, pirate ships were actually very liberal for their time. You were actually able to marry any person you wished.
Oh, good on him.
Be it man, woman, or other.
Seagull.
Could be a seagull. This was mainly because you worked as a duo, a team. So if something happened to one of you, your spouse would still get your share, and there would be something there to have a proper burial. Of course, so that's if you weren't caught by the constabulary and forced to do the hangman's jib. So,
isn't also why we carry our earrings around? It's just to put in a bit for our cask.
Yeah, the earrings themselves were normally gold or silver, so that that would be your payment.
I think these are nickels. I might get like a finger buried or something.
I lost mine.
Your fingers?
Well, my fingers as well. So coming up next, we got the answer for the third question on the treasure hunt.
Oh.
And a little bit later, we got some more music coming from Cask.
So what's this answer for the treasure hunt then? Where did you end up going?
Oh. So remember, we're at the ship in Martin's Lane.
So starting from the ship. And the clue was...
Where's me?
Yeah, where's me clue?
Where's me treasure map? There it is. Upon leaving Martin's Lane, I did walk down a cobbled street and found a bird of ashes.
So Cobble Street, a bird of ashes. Could you have guessed where we went? So the answer, whether it comes up on the screen.
So the answer is the Phoenix.
The Phoenix.
Obviously down Gandhi Street, a well-known cobbled street in Exeter.
The Phoenix, built in 1911, has housed the University College of the Southwest and the Law Facility before settling as Exeter's Art Centre. Reported by some to be haunted, I myself have had friends who have witnessed very strange things inside. Even using professional ghost hunting equipment, but professional. I bought it on Amazon.
Danny, that wasn't a ghost hunting equipment. That was a coconut with a bit of string.
That is very high tech. and it
there,
was haunted.
There we are. You know, fantastic pose outside the Phoenix. So the fourth clue then is going from the Phoenix. I now find myself walking through the gardens of the north, heading for the summit.
So that one is, I now find myself walking through the gardens of the north, heading for the summit.
We'll leave you with that one for a bit.
Put your thinking caps on top of your tricorns. Wear them both.
So as you know, normally we'd be out and about having a jolly time visiting other establishments on days like today.
We'd be half cut by now.
Maybe.
Maybe just me.
Maybe just you. So of course we raise all the money for the RNLI.
No.
The RNLI. And we'd just like to say thank you to a few of the places that have hosted us over the last few years. There's the Little Orange Cafe, which does a damn good breakfast.
One of the best breakfasts in Exeter.
Yes. So
if not the best.
Thank you very much to them. Obviously, we wouldn't be anywhere without the beer cellar and our little shanties out on the Cathedral Green. One that does need a special mention, as we have lost it due to a fire a couple of years ago. We do miss the Well House.
Aye.
Hopefully it will rise like the Phoenix from the ashes.
I'm told the Skelly Bob downstairs is still alright.
He was all right.
He was somewhere safer now.
He was far enough underground at the time.
He was protected.
He was wise.
And the well itself, I hope too.
Yes. So hopefully that will return one day. And as we just mentioned, the ship as well, as they
always put on a good spread.
They put on a nice little bit of tuck for us halfway through our day.
Because you can't have a day of drinking without eating.
No. And talking of eating and drinking, we got a music from Cask coming up now, and it's called "If I Only Had Some Rum."
Oh, very fitting.
Yeah, very, very fitting.
Well, let's keep on the theme of rum. And this is one where you'll know the tune, but 'tis different words from what you'll have heard before. And this is a song of "If I Only Had Some Rum." I could be a drunken pirate, a pirate with a parrot, a buccaneer to some. I would walk with a swagger and a deadly now had some rum. Could set his behind the straight and narrow, a scoundrel on the run. I would make rum mimosas and I'd drink 'em with me bosun if I only had some rum. Now I can tell you why we fly the Jolly Roger in the breeze. I could sail away and do just as I please, bring the Spanish Navy to their knees. I would be a fearsome sailor, a pirate, not a whaler, not just another bum. A pirate life I'd be living, and no quarter I'd be giving if I only had some rum. Now I would like to try to pillage every village on the shore. I would plunder from St. David's to Trefor, then go back and take some more. I'd be often with a pistol, Jamaica back to Bristol, with treasure I have won. My pirate ship would be a big un, I'd go swinging through the rigging if I only had some rum. A Jolly Roger I'd be flying, Spanish captains would be dying if I only had some rum.
Alright.
So there we go.
That's what I was going to say.
Arr.
Thank you, Cask.
So, as you know, Steve the Bard comes and joins us near enough every year, and he's more than welcome to come, as we do enjoy his singing, and he does bring quite a few tunes with him.
That was lovely, Dorothy Catherine.
So, in a minute, we're going to continue on with the quiz and bring you the second round. But Danny, is your badge still there?
Oh yes, I'm never getting rid of that.
Ah, see, buy badges, guys.
Do you like the lining?
Yeah. We've had a couple more guesses on the Guess the Coins. Gemma, getting close.
Anyone else want to beat our guess?
Bart.
Find the links below.
Bart is miles off, though. I wouldn't have gone with that. But
And William.
William.
He's got to be kidding me.
He's miles off. So on screen, we've got some action. So
Maybe
this is
then.
our second round in the quiz of where in the world. So
Get your geographical minds thinking.
So we took some it's fairly well known out in the world, and we've decided to try and see if you can guess where they are. So your first question is, having seen many ships leave port, this city upon the Avon mouth received a royal charter in 1155.
Yeah, guessing. Next question. In 1589, Francis Drake led an incursion to this Portuguese city. So in 1589, Francis Drake led an incursion to this Portuguese city.
King Philip II granted the title city upon this place on the largest Caribbean island in 1592.
So King Philip II granted the title of city upon this island in 1592.
This island, located on the northwest coast of Haiti, was a Brethren stronghold in the 17th century.
Ooh, Haiti. So this island, located on the northwest coast of Haiti, was a Brethren stronghold in the 17th century.
In 1717, Black Sam Bellamy's crew did do the hangman's jig here. It's also the location of the world's biggest cup of tea ever made.
Well, you never. So in 1717, Black Sam Bellamy's crew did do the hangman's jig, but it's also the place with the largest cup of tea.
On the 12th of September 1711, the French laid siege to the Spanish in this Brazilian port.
So 12th of September 1711, Brazilian port.
This VOC cargo ship shares its name with its home port. Sadly, on its maiden voyage, it sunk just 18 days out of port.
Oh,
Obviously, weren't very good sailors.
I reckon Jack Rackham was. Yeah, a history of sinking his own ships. In 1671, Henry Morgan sailed the largest pirate fleet up the river to sack this city. Later in history, a canal would share its name. Good old Henry Morgan. Very good rum.
Wow.
All rum's good rum.
And in 1904, this Florida city held a pirate.
Held the pirate something for the mythical Josie Casper.
I'm sure I was meant to say pirate festival for the mythical Jose Casper.
So in 1581, Francis Drake was knighted for his privateering work and was also made mayor of this Devonian port.
Bit of local knowledge.
Remember what we were saying earlier about Francis Drake?
Yeah.
So if you remember that, that might help.
So we'll leave that for now and see, get your thinking caps on and see if you can come up with anything.
We've got more music ahead of us, though.
We do have some more music coming in a few minutes. But Danny, how much did the pirate pay for his peg and hook?
I don't know. How much did the pirate pay for his peg and hook?
An arm and a leg.
Oh.
I know, we're here all day.
couldn't make
people.
them
We're
up.
here all day.
Exeter Pirate Day. We are Queen Anne's Revenge. And it goes like this. Oh. Oi, you, give us a beer. Piracy's a crime, and crime doesn't pay. We go home poor at the end of the day. But I'd rather live my life in rags, chained to a desk with a wife as a hag. We live each day like there's nothing to lose. But a man has needs, and those needs are booze. They say you're the best things in life are free. So give all your beer and your rum to me. We are here to drink your beer and steal your rum at the point of a gun. Your alcohol to us will fall, 'cause we are here to drink your beer. We are here to drink your beer and steal your rum at the point of a gun. Your alcohol to us will fall, 'cause we are here to drink your beer. Drink, drink, drink. Drink, drink, drink. Drink, drink, drink. Drink. Sailed overseas for wenches and mead, and told great tales of the Hunmaster's deeds. A quest for a drop of that famous old spice had shown us the wrath of the Leviathan's bites. We went back through time to get more rum, but we ended up shipwrecked, having no fun. But heavy metal pirates we must be, so give all your beer and your rum to me. We are here to drink your beer and steal your rum at the point of a gun. Your alcohol to us will fall, 'cause we are here to drink your beer. We are here to drink your beer and steal your rum at the point of a gun. Your alcohol to us will fall, 'cause we are here to drink your beer. Drink, drink, drink. Drink, drink, drink. Drink, drink, drink. Drink. We are here to drink your beer and steal your rum at the point of a gun. Your alcohol to us will fall, 'cause we are here to drink your beer. We are here to drink your beer and steal your rum at the point of a gun. Your alcohol to us will fall, 'cause we are here to drink your beer. Drink, drink, drink. Drink, drink, drink. Drink, drink, drink. Drink. Arr, arr.
Aye, having rum. Fortunately,
Thank you, Queen Anne's Revenge.
Thank you very much,
The
boys.
legends, those boys.
They are indeed. So,
What have we got now? We've got our
We've got more treasure hunt answers and questions
Oh,
coming
yes.
up. We've also got more of the quiz coming up in a second, as well as more music and more by
food.
yourself as well.
Yeah,
from what I
we've got
see
a little
on
bit of
our
everything. Still lots to
list.
come.
Still lots to come. So while we're waiting for the next bit to load, which part of the deck stinks the most?
Which part of the deck stinks though? I don't know.
That'd be the poop deck.
Oh, of course. Of course. Stinks as bad as that joke.
I just read them. So remember, people, buy our pirate badges.
All the money goes to the RNLI. So if you remember, our last stop on the virtual treasure hunt was at the Phoenix. So from the Phoenix, where did we go?
And the clue was, I now find myself walking through the gardens of the north, heading for the summit.
Did anybody guess where we met? Because in fact, we did mean the castle.
We did mean the castle.
If you've ever been to Northern Hay Gardens, you will know the summit is the castle. We'll get a little picture of it up there soon enough.
You
And
got
it's-
any history on the castle there, Danny?
Well, it's safe to say Exeter's mighty castle, built over a pre-existing Roman fortification, has too broad and rich a history to summarise. But if you're interested in learning more, visit the website, Exeter Memories, a very good website, for more information. And many different places, many little landmarks across Exeter.
So just while we're waiting for the next clue, there it is.
So our next clue
is leaving from the castle. Next, I went to see an old timer, but all I could see was a cow staring at me.
Now, this one's particularly hard. Don't be fooled by any red herrings you may come across. But next I went to see an old timer, but all I could see was a cow staring at me.
And it really was a cow.
It was a cow.
It was a cow. So, thinking caps on, lads.
Guess where we're
And
headed?
lasses, of course.
I've got a little something to show us.
Yes, Danny's going to do
Hello,
a bit
you can
of
do.
live improv.
Now, I don't know if I can get the camera down a bit here. Or it's going to stay there. I'm going to show you how to make a very tasty treat, which you can do at home and very quick to make. Honey butter with thyme. So this would go very well on some toast, some crumpets, some nice toasted ciabatta or something like that. And all you have to do, get a dish like this. Large knob of butter. Knob. Try and get it all in the bowl. You don't really want it anywhere else.
Yeah, you don't want to get too messy there, Danny.
We can have our sprinkling of thyme. This is thyme picked from my garden. So my own thyme, which I always like to do things in. I always like to do things in my own
I was
time.
going to say, you waste enough of your own time, Danny.
Cool, if I don't get them all in, I probably will be wasting it. But don't worry, there's plenty more. I have all the time in the world, so it's on my side.
Well, it's on your butter now.
So once you've got your thyme on your butter, you can add your honey. So it is literally honey, thyme, and butter. No other ingredients. Very simple. Depending how sweet you want it, remember how sweet honey is. Add to taste. Now, a word of warning, you do want your butter nice and soft. So don't have it straight out of the fridge. Possibly leave it out for a little bit. Put a lid on before I make a mess. And we're just going to stir that around, just so it's all nice and consistent. So all the honey's in the right places and all the thyme spread evenly. So it looks a bit gloopy for now. I can see some honey at the bottom there. Get that at the top. There we go. Get it, make sure it's all in the bowl, nice and neat. Smooth it off. Give it a little swirl.
That's looking tasty, Danny.
It smells nice, I'll tell you that.
We might have to try a bit of that on some crumpets in a minute.
We'll do that later on. For now, let's get that set in the fridge. And we'll see what it comes out like later.
All right, well, you're putting that in the fridge.
I'll get our faces, beautiful faces back up.
Ah, there we are. So we've had a rather generous donation come in from a Caroline Cooper. They've donated £50.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
It is going to a good cause.
It all goes to the RNLI.
Anyone who'd like to follow their suits, please join in and donate in any links below.
Yep. There are multiple ways you can help today. You can do straight donations like this wonderful person has. You can buy badges at £5 a time. They'll be sent to you with a little message from one of us in the packet. Or of course you can do guess the coins. Now we've had someone called Edward have a guess on the coins, and he got rather close.
It was.
He did get really close.
On a few things.
Yes. So
there was one from Ned as well, but his answer was a bit low.
Yeah, not sure what Ned was thinking. No. So, keep them coming in, guys. Obviously, we've got fangled internet jobbies here so we can find out what you're all doing.
We're watching you.
Or they watching us.
I learned a funny thing today.
And what be that?
Did you know? Oh, where have we gone?
We're still here, Danny. It's just loading up the answers for the second round.
Again?
Yeah. So what did you learn?
Well, I learned the answers. What I learned is this little funny little trick. So if you were to move your foot in a round circle, but clockwise, and then at the same time try to draw a number 6, your foot changes direction. Or your fingers, whichever it is. But you try it, and it can't just be me. You try it at home. If you rotate your foot clockwise, then try to draw a number 6 with your finger. See if you can do it. And let us know if you can, but
If he can't do it, I can't do it.
I want videos if you can.
If someone can do it, show us. So, going back to the answers from the second round then. But just wait for that to load up. While that's loading up, let's have another piratey question, joke thing. Why are pirates scary?
Why are pirates scary?
Because they are.
Here we are. Like people find you get a bit threatening.
So here we go. Having seen many a ship leave port, this city upon the Avonmouth received a royal charter on 11th.
And if those who guessed it, the answer was Bristol. Bristol.
Of course it was.
Bristol. The second question was, in 1589, Francis Drake led an incursion to this Portuguese city.
That'd be Lisbon.
So those savvy enough to get that one.
Yeah.
Lisbon it was.
I reckon this next one will have a few people stumped.
What was this one? Oh, yeah.
So King Philip II granted the title city upon this place on the largest Caribbean island in 1582.
The brainy would guess Havana. Bloody good rum from Havana.
Nice rum.
I definitely some of my favourites.
So there we go, Havana.
Next question was, this island located on the northwest coast of Haiti was a Brethren stronghold in the 17th century.
And what do you think, Danny?
I ain't got a clue.
Well, it's Tortuga.
Of course it was.
Of course it's
I could have
Tortuga.
guessed that.
And Tortuga actually means island of the turtle.
All right. I did not know that.
In 1717, Black Sam Bellamy's crew did do the hangman's jig here. It was also the location of the largest cup of tea ever.
Boston. Of course. Could have guessed with that cup of tea.
Yeah.
Thrown it all in the river.
So there we go. The answer was Boston.
We're shipping up to Boston. On the 12th of September, 1711, the French laid siege to the Spanish in this Brazilian port. Of course, it would be Rio de Janeiro.
There's a rather large fella on the hill there.
Like this, isn't he?
Yeah, he looks
Which
like
I can't do with my
he
back.
looks like he needs a hug. So, this VOC cargo ship shares its name with its home port. Sadly, on its maiden voyage, it sunk only 18 days out of port.
That's very unlucky. What poor sod could this happen to? We can only still guess. Do you know the answer to that one?
Well, the answer was the Amsterdam.
Amsterdam. Oh, definitely wouldn't have guessed that one.
So, just while we're having a few technical difficulties, we're going to continue. We've got it all on the old pen and paper. So, the answer to the next question in 1671, Henry Morgan sailed the largest pirate fleet up the river to sack this city. Later in history, a canal will share its name. There we go, it's on screen.
Well, I did have a guess at this, because I only know a couple of canals. Oh, I got it right. Panama.
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 Well, next one. In 1904, this Florida city held a pirate festival. Jose Gaspar.
In Tampa Bay.
Yes. Again, they were just trying to get an early pirate day started, but it just didn't work.
So in 1581, Francis Drake was knighted for his privateering work and was made mayor of this Devonian port. It was, of course,
Plymouth. So how are you lot doing?
We hope you got them all right.
Or
all wrong.
Yeah, I have no idea. I wrote it and I still have no idea.
Pirates are so smart, we outsmart ourselves.
So we're going to have another music video from Cask in a minute. And this is the one that everybody knows the chorus to. So when it comes to the chorus, we want to see your arms pumping in the air.
This quickly became our actual anthem for Pirate Day. So
It
enjoy.
did indeed.
If you remember it, sing along.
Enjoy.
Having rum. Fortunately, us can get rum. And as you can see, there'll be a few bottles there on the side that we can have a little sup at later. Now, one of the songs that has been requested, and you know the chorus to this one. In fact, you know the words to this one, so you can join along, all right? And it's being a pirate. A pirate. Of course it is. Being a pirate is all fun and games till somebody loses an ear. It slides down your neck and onto the deck till somebody shouts, "What's this here?" You can't pull your glasses, you can't pull the lasses, your mates have to shout so you'll hear. Being a pirate is all fun and games till somebody loses an ear. Oh, it's all part of being a pirate. A pirate, a pirate. You can't be a pirate with all of your parts. It's all part of being a pirate. A pirate, a pirate. You can't be a pirate with all of your parts. Being a pirate is all fun and games till somebody loses an eye. It hurts like the blazes, it makes you make faces, you can't let your mates see you cry. You can cover the hatch with a lovely black patch, but make sure your socket stays dry. Being a pirate is all fun and games till somebody loses an eye. Oh, it's all part of being a pirate. A pirate, a pirate. You can't be a pirate with all of your parts. It's all part of being a pirate. A pirate, a pirate. You can't be a pirate with all of your parts. Being a pirate is all fun and games till somebody loses a hand. It squirts and it spurts and it bloody well hurts. Pain only a pirate can stand. The fashionable look is a nice little hook, but then you can't play in a band. Being a pirate is all fun and games till somebody loses a hand. Oh, it's all part of being a pirate. A pirate, a pirate. You can't be a pirate with all of your parts. It's all part of being a pirate. A pirate, a pirate. You can't be a pirate with all of your parts. Being a pirate is all fun and games till somebody loses a leg. It hurts like the dickens, your pace never quickens, you're hopping around on a peg. Ask your girl to marry, too long you have tarried, 'cause now you can't kneel down and beg. Being a pirate is all fun and games till somebody loses a leg. Oh, it's all part of being a pirate, a pirate, a pirate. You can't be a pirate with all of your parts. It's all part of being a pirate, a pirate, a pirate. You can't be a pirate with all of your parts. Being a pirate is all fun and games till somebody loses a thing. Though you didn't choose it, you don't want to lose it, and now when you use it, it stings. You can sew it back on with a needle and thong, but it doesn't quite have that same spring. Being a pirate is all fun and games till somebody loses a thing. Oh, it's all part of being a pirate, a pirate, a pirate. You can't be a pirate with all of your parts. It's all part of being a pirate, a pirate, a pirate. You can't be a pirate with all of your parts. Being a pirate is all fun and games till somebody loses a head. It falls with a thud, it's all covered in blood. Your feet gets sticky and red. You can't comb your hair 'cause your head's over there. Besides that, now you are dead. Being a pirate is all fun and games till somebody loses a head. Oh, it's all part of being a pirate, a pirate, a pirate. You can't be a pirate with all of your parts. It's all part of being a pirate, a pirate, a pirate. You can't be a pirate with all of your parts. It's all part of being a pirate, a pirate, a pirate. You can't be a pirate with all of your parts.
There we go.
There we go. There we go.
Thank you again, Cask.
Thank you. I hope
That's our
you all
anthem.
sang along there. I don't know if you can see us. We're doing the videos where we're pumping away.
Love that song. What have we got next then?
Well, coming up
Sorry,
next.
Oh, sorry. Just a quick one. Have you already entered into our Guess the Coins? £1 to go. You can guess as many times as you like. Proceeds are going to the RNLI, and you've got a lovely prize coming your way if you are the closest to the right answer, or indeed get exactly there. You're running out of time. Come on.
So yeah, as you heard, we still got the Guess the Coins going. You can still buy badges as well. Just want to say thank you to everyone who's joining us today.
It means a lot to us for you to be here.
It does indeed. It means that we're not at least talking to an empty camera. We know there are people watching us and seeing how much of a fool we're making of ourselves.
No point making a fool of ourselves unless someone's watching.
Exactly. So please donate, buy badges, do Guess the Coins. I know we're going to keep saying it until you're sick of it, but that's what we're here for today. Who are we raising money for, Danny?
The RNLI.
The who?
The RNLI.
So in a minute, we're going to be having the third round of the quiz. It should be coming up on screen right about
Oh, a
now.
virtual treasure hunt.
Oh no, we got the treasure hunt,
Yeah,
haven't we?
it's a treasure hunt.
I did forget about that.
So the answer. So as you remember, last time we were at the castle.
And the question was, next I went to see an old timer, but all I could see was a cow staring at me.
The answer to that one was, of course, the clock tower. The Miles Clock Tower, as it's called.
Yes.
So the Miles Clock Tower was built as a memorial in 1897, replacing and incorporating a specially built horse fountain, situated there for travelling horses and carriages. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink.
No.
Oh, and speaking of drink, what's your favourite rum and why?
Ooh. My favourite rum would have to be Kirk and Sweeney. It's an 18-year-old little tipple I've got at home.
Oh, you let me try some of that, didn't
Yeah,
you?
it's
Oh,
very, very nice. What about you guys? What's your favourite rum? Let us know. As Danny choking on
Not
water.
this one.
So there's the clue again. Next, I went to see an old timer, but all I could see was staring at me was, of course, the clock tower.
Clock tower.
And there's the cow.
You see the cow?
On the pub across the road.
How many people thought old timer went straight to timepiece? Tricked you.
Or thought the cow and went to the angel.
Also tricked you.
So your next clue is gathering myself. I walked down a long road to where I got to the crossroads, and the Queen did look down upon me.
So gathering myself, I walked down a long road to where, at the crossroads, the Queen did look down on me. Now, this one's also a hard one. You have to keep your eyes peeled. If you don't know it's there, you don't.
So I hope you're keeping track of where we are, because at the moment I think we're a bit lost.
Well, Steve the Bard, his favourite rum, is the one in his glass.
Ah,
good answer.
There's only one unfortunate thing about that, though.
It's in his glass, not mine.
That, and your glass can be empty.
He better be filled. I hope so. He deserves a full rum glass. What's next on our agenda?
Well, we're going to talk about some of our other favourite pubs that we've visited over the years.
Oh yes, because we have visited quite a few.
Yeah.
I mean, every year we try and keep groups slightly different, keeping everyone guessing every year to where we go. But a lot of places we have come back to a few times.
Yeah, so not last year, but the year before, we did visit the Farmers Union.
Indeed, the Farmers Union have been on our stop.
Yeah. We've also visited the Angel, as we've mentioned them as well.
The Phoenix as well. They often
Phoenix,
put on a nice bit of ale for us.
Yes, they seem to like us coming round.
Of course, we've lost many in our time as well. Do you remember the Sorry Head?
Yes, I do remember the Sorry Head.
They were good.
That was a shame.
But then we've got the Bowling Green. They've always been kind to us and very good to us.
And then there was that one that let us down and didn't even tell us they had closed.
Oh, yes, the curse.
The Rum and Crab Shack. We were all looking forward to it.
Even the Rum and Crab Shack.
Even the Rum and Crab Shack. We turned up and they were closed.
Unfortunate things had happened.
Yes. So we issued them with a black spot, which we all signed on the day.
That lasted a few months there as well.
Yeah.
Until it was rebuilt as the Hot Box, which it is now.
We'll have to see if they want to see us at some point.
Pirates and burgers.
Get a pirate burger. So here we go then. We're on to the round 3 of the quiz. This one is, who am I? So what we've done here is we've took some well-known people from the golden age of piracy. We're going to see if you can figure out who they are. So born in Dundee in 1655, this pirate could be considered childish.
Ooh. So born in Dundee in 1655, this pirate could be considered childish, eh?
I think that might be a play on his name.
Oh, a bit of clues there. I'm going to say that's a bit stumped. So hailing from Tavistock, Devon, this privateer died aged 55 in Portobello, Panama. From
dysentery, I believe.
Oh no, not dysentery.
It's not a nice way to go.
Claimed many a pirate did.
Yes.
Not the most hygienic settings for us.
No. Sometimes referred to as the Robin Hood of the seas, this pirate's reign came to an end during a storm off of Cape Cod on the 26th of April in 1717.
So just in case you missed that one, sometimes referred to as the Robin Hood of the sea, this pirate's reign came to an end during a storm off Cape Cod on the 26th of April, 1717.
After capture of the French slave ship La Concorde, this pirate fitted her with 40 guns and 300 crew.
I thought a Concorde was a plane. So after capture of the French slave ship La Concorde, this pirate fitted her with 40 guns and 300 crew. Who was that then? Well, you lot can tell us.
Having pardoned many privateers and pirates, this monarch came to be known as the Pirate Queen by the Spanish.
Pirate Queen?
Well,
how would be that then?
Didn't realise we had a Pirate Queen.
Oh, they're the most vicious.
Well, I believe
Lasses
she was.
of the sea. Well, this pirate once took a town using nuns. I assume that's not a typo.
No.
Upon his death in 1688, the governor of Port Royal declared an amnesty for also both pirates and navy could pay respects.
He was a well-respected, well, I won't say because it would give it away, but
fan of nuns.
He's very famous, and most people will know of him. Having been discharged from the Royal Navy on the 29th of August 1690, he went on to become the richest of all captains before disappearing from records in 1696.
Disappearing from records?
Yes, he made his fortune.
Buggered off and spent it.
And left. Nobody knows what actually
That's
happened
what you
to
call
him.
retirement. Not many captains get to do that. Early retirement, maybe, and often not by choice. Well, born in Cork, Ireland, this female pirate went on to marry Calico Jack Rackham before avoiding being hung, for she was with child.
Well, that's one way of avoiding the hangman's stick.
She was a very famous one as well. I know the answer to this one, but do you?
Our last question. Also known as Rhode Island Pirate, this privateer turned pirate embarked on two major voyages, the second of which saw him meet a bloody end upon the Arabian Sea.
Oh. So known as the Rhode Island Pirate then, this privateer turned pirate embarked on two major voyages that saw him meet a bloody end upon the second in the Arabian Sea. So write down your answers. This is all just for fun, but you're definitely going to be beating us.
So we've had a couple of badge orders, and we would like to say thank you to Caroline. Thank you very much for ordering some of our badges.
That will be on its way to you. Very blue.
And we'll see if we can get a random message from one of the crew in there as well. Also, talking of rum, Pirate Pierce, it says he likes a good Kraken.
Oh, Kraken's nice, yeah.
Talking of Krakens.
Oh, how's ours doing?
How's our Hatcher Kraken doing?
Not very Kraken-y, like, at the
Doesn't
moment.
seem to be doing much.
Oddly pink, too.
I know, it's worrying.
Well, we'll give it time. Krakens
Give it
are,
time,
you know,
give it time.
can be big creatures. It might take a while to grow. But we'll go check back on that in a bit.
So coming up next, we've got a story from one of yourselves about time he was out sailing and he needed help from the RNLI. So please do give him some of your attention.
And just as a quick reminder, we're doing this for the RNLI. It's important to know that the RNLI receive no funding and rely on public donation to operate its many volunteer life-saving services. And here's a story from our mate Joseph, just to emphasize why they are so important.
So please do lend him your ears.
Huzzah! Exeter Pirate Day. Ahoy crews. Firstly, I'd like to thank Captain Cat and all the crew for putting on such a great day, and all the performers and acts that we've had today and that we're going to have still later on. I'm here today to tell you a little story about the RNLI, the Royal National Lifeboat Institution. Now these guys are the people that go out to sea every day and save us plonkers.
Just need to iron out a few technical difficulties.
Oh,
with that one. Do bear with us.
These
You
damn,
mentioned this is our first virtual event.
yes,
Couldn't guess, could you?
these damn rats and the internet cables, I tell you. Let's try that again.
Huzzah! Exeter Pirate Day. Ahoy crews. Firstly, I'd like to thank Captain Cat and all her cool crew for putting on such a great day, and all the performers and acts that we've had today and that we're going to have still later on. I'm here today to tell you a little story about the RNLI, the Royal National Lifeboat Institution. Now these guys are the people that go out to sea every day and save us plonkers that get stuck or stranded or cut off by the sea or fall off cliff edges. And we have to remember that this wonderful day has been put on to raise money for these guys, to help them keep the kit up to date and everything else, the boat secure and things like that, so they can help us. So firstly, I'd like to ask you all to donate, even if it's just a pint of beer, just anything you can, chuck it in the pot. It all adds up at the end of the day, and it all goes to a brilliant cause. Now, the reason I'm here today is to tell you a story about a terrible storm that happened to me a few years ago. I was caught off the coast here, sailing up from Exeter, just outside of Exeter, and I'd sailed up to Weymouth and then back to Poole, which is where my home port is, in my 30-foot yacht called Rogue. So I'd set off. It was a beautiful day, absolutely beautiful day, and I was sailing away, got all the way up to Weymouth and Portland, and there's a really strong race there, really heavy currents. And so I got to there and the wind had changed and it was really starting to build up. There were 3 or 4 metre waves out at sea now. So I'd had to put some reefs in my sails to stop me getting blown flat and things like that. And I made a fateful error. Instead of going into Weymouth and hiding away from the storm like I should have done, I thought, it's only a few hours back to Poole, it's a route I sail regularly, I know the water pretty well. I thought, I'll go for it. So I get halfway back and the wind's gusting it now at sort of 50-60 miles an hour. The waves are huge, tremendous, up and then down and then up and then down. And I've got a member of crew on my boat, and the member of crew, his name is Higgs Boson, and he's the ship's cat. So there's me and the ship's cat sailing along in these really big waves, getting smashed to pieces, and I decided that the wind's too high, I've got to reduce my sail area, because the boat's getting literally blown flat almost. I'm standing on the sidewalls of the boat, helming her, and go under engine power. Engine, we've all got them in most sailing yachts, brilliant. If it's rough out there, you can just keep plodding along. I'd only got an hour and a half's worth of sailing, 2 hours at the most left to do. Tidied all my sails away, stowed them all away, tidied all the lines up, started the engine, happily motoring along up the waves and surfing back down, and up the waves and surfing back down. And it's getting that big, and the weather's getting that big and dangerous out there that it's time to put my life jacket on. So I put my life jacket on, and Higgs the cat, he's got his own little life jacket, so I put his life jacket on for him too, which he doesn't like at all. He's a cat. Cats really don't like wearing life jackets, but it's for his benefit. And I'm about, I don't know, half a mile from Swanage, and I've only got another few miles to go into Poole. Bang! The engine stops. There was a crab buoy or a crab pot in the water that I'd not seen. Because the waves and the swell is just so big, these are really hard to see. And the rope had gone round my propeller on the back of the boat. So my engine just stopped with a plunk. Now I'm drifting. So what do? You think, I can put a bit more sail up, hoist some sails. I can't, it's too windy. It's gale force winds, and just the bare mast alone, the boat's it's sideways, just with no sail whatsoever. It's a bit of an emergency. I try to restart the engine, it's not having it. Try again, it's not having it. The cat's gone and hidden in a locker now because we're getting smashed, we're getting absolutely pounded by the sea, and we're starting to blow onto the rocks. So I throw my anchor overboard with 30 metres of chain in the hope to snag on the seabed, snag on something just to stop me getting smashed. Can't put any sail up. Even my little storm sail, that's a tiny little bit of cloth, this sort of size, too big, just too much wind, just too much power. It's just blowing you flat. So I had to do what every sailor's nightmare is, and that's make a pan-pan call. Now you get 2 types of emergency call out in a boat. You get pan-pan, which is an emergency, but it's not instant life-threatening, and then you have a mayday call. A mayday call, instant life-threatening, boat could be on fire, instant helicopter comes out and rescues you, that sort of thing. So I make a pan-pan call, and there's no other boats out there whatsoever. It's just really bad weather. There's no motorboats, not even any fishing boats, it's that bad. Made another pan-pan call, and Solent Coast Guard came back and they launched the offshore all-weather class Shannon class lifeboat from Swanage. And so it's that rough. These lifeboats that they launched, they're all-weather, so they can go out in the worst conditions, and even these guys were struggling. It was that bad. It's my own judgment fault. Bad judgment. Shouldn't have left Weymouth. Should have gone and hidden away from the storm. But we live and learn. So the RNLI, the very brave crew, men and women, both aboard this particular vessel. Took them a couple of hours to come out to me, then they had to tow me back to Poole, and the weather's absolutely horrendous. I mean, they have to do a boat-to-boat transfer, so they have to get one of their guys onto my boat, and our boats are rocking and smashing together, just the most worst conditions you can imagine. And these guys do it voluntarily, so they don't get paid for it. They risk their lives to come out and save sailors like me that get into trouble and difficulties. And what should have been a 2-hour journey back took us 5 or 6 hours. They're under tow, we were doing 8 knots, and the weather was just so bad. And these guys are just immense. So whatever you can spare, please, just chuck them a couple of quid. Anything, absolutely anything. Because without these guys, I'd have definitely been at the bottom of David Jones' locker. The boat would have run aground and smashed on the rocks, and we'd have sank, with possibly the loss of my life and the cats. And so I can't push it enough to you guys how brave these people are that go out to sea. Okay, completely voluntary. They don't get paid for it. They do it because of the love of being out on the water and helping people. We have a lot of trouble around here on the Jurassic Coast where I am, Poole. We have Durdle Door and Lulworth, and people like to jump in and things like that. And if it wasn't for the RNLI in the UK, honestly, I just can't praise them enough. They're absolutely immense. So that's my personal story of being rescued by them. The newspaper, there's a little article in the newspaper, and they thought it was quite funny, so they put catastrophe at sea because I'd got a cat aboard and a little life jacket. Yeah, that was quite amusing, but embarrassing for me, I suppose, knowing a lot of local sailors in the harbour. It can happen to any of you. You can go for a walk on the beach and the tide can sneak around the back of you and put you off. It is our 4th emergency service, the RNLI, so please guys, donate whatever you can, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you for listening to my little story for a couple of minutes. If you go out to sea, be careful. If you go down on the beach and the cliff edges, be careful, keep an eye out, you know, and look out for each other on the waves. I hope you enjoy the rest of the day, and I want to thank everybody for participating today in Exeter Pirate Day, and especially all the Exeter Pirates. Thank you guys, much appreciated. Enjoy the day, and I hope to see you all very, very soon. Bye.
Well, so thank you very much.
Cheers, Joseph.
Slightly unfortunate story, but it's nice to have a happy ending.
At least you and the cat were safe.
Yeah, so talking of cats, next we've got a little segment coming up called Pirate Pets. As you can see, we've got some pets with us today. We've got a couple of ship rats, some stowaway ducks, and I'm not sure what this thing is, but it came from somewhere.
Oh, you told me it was a dog. I've called him Frank.
Why Frank?
Because he's very frank. Have you heard him speak?
I
He's
have.
a talking dog.
I have. You don't want him to get started. So we asked you to send in your pirate pet pictures, and we've made a little collage and slideshow of them. So we'll be showing that in a few minutes.
Or even a few seconds.
Or even a few seconds.
Oh, look at this array of perfect pets.
There's some very fluffy boys there.
Very feathery boys too, or girls.
I believe one of the cats in the top right-hand corner is called Reggie.
Reggie. Oh, Reggie.
I think I recognise that one in the bottom left, as I think that's my pet.
I think that dog with the funky shades. Isn't that Captain Sparrow?
I think it might be. That's definitely Callow there.
Oh, yeah. Couldn't forget Cal.
I'm not quite sure what the chicken on the fence is.
I'm a bit on the fence myself.
That looks like Sully as well.
Oh, I can't mistake that big.
No.
Big handsome dog. And is that Frida the Puggle? I think it is.
Might be.
Some of these dogs have been along with us on the ride on the actual Exeter Pirate Day.
I know. Vicious buggers they are.
Well, we've got to have something to protect us on the street.
I know.
And they look after us, they do.
So obviously, if you got any more pirate pet pictures that you want to send in, please do so. As you can see, we're still being infestated.
I think this one's asleep.
So in a few seconds, we're going to have the next bit of the treasure hunt.
The treasure hunt continues. We haven't found the treasure yet.
No, we haven't. So how are you guys doing? You enjoying yourselves?
So far?
So here we go. The next round of the pirate treasure hunt. So if you remember, We were at the clock tower. And the clue was, gathering myself, I walked down a long road to where the crossroads meet, and the Queen did look down on me.
And for the sharp eyes, that would be on Little Queen Street, the Queen Victoria statue that you can see peering above from Bella Italia. Not many people know that this miniature monarch was originally built in 1848 to celebrate Queen Victoria's 29th birthday. Due to being made of wood, however, the original had to be replaced by a fiberglass copy in the late 70s and remains there still.
Okay, so your next question, or your next clue, shall we say, is after having been bashed by royalty, my next stop was to the home of God in a courtyard within a hall to repent my sins.
Indeed, having been abashed by royalty, my next stop was the home of God in the courtyard within a hall to repent my sins.
So, Danny, what other pubs have we visited in the past?
Or some of our favourites. Oh, well, let's get a bit sorry. We've been down. We don't really venture down to the quay very often, do we? But
not too often.
We mostly keep it central town. So we have been to the arcade, of course.
Of course, who are watching today. Hello. And I believe we've also been to
the Duke of York.
Duke of York.
This has changed hands many times.
Many, many times. We tried the Cork and Tile last year.
We did, yes.
Yes.
Portuguese and Gandhi Street.
Where else have we been?
There's so many places, so many. I'm trying to think that into town now.
We did go to the Hen. Was it the Hen's Roost or somewhere?
Oh,
Which
yeah.
used to be the old Tiger Bills.
Is it called the Hen House?
I think it was the Hen House.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they're another
their run.
Yes, unfortunately, they're another one who have been and gone. There was the Pursuit of Happiness as well.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Unfortunately, they have also closed due to circumstances beyond their control this year. And of course, we went to Across the Road as well, the Standoff.
Oh yes.
The new one by owned by one of the chiefs, I believe.
I believe it is actually. Yeah. Have you ever been to the Black Horse?
We have been to the Black Horse.
Ah, good.
We do frequent.
Got nice old worldy like decor in there. I like the
Yes.
wooden beams and things. Makes it feel a bit more piratey.
Look, like one of the other questions on the quiz just now, you thought it might have been old timers. We did go there one year as well.
We did. Another place with interesting decor.
And of course, we ended up across the road there as well, in the hole in the wall.
Yeah. Which
So
has
of
seen
course,
many
we're
changes.
here just reminiscing about places. What was your favourite place to go to? Let us know.
Right in the comments.
Also, remember, while you're there, buy badges. We need to sell more badges. I can't take these all home with me. I'm running out of room.
And if you don't want a badge, try and go and guess the coins. Or just
donate.
Or just donate. We're all doing it for the RNLI.
Who?
The RNLI.
So in a minute, we're going to be moving on with another fine little ditty from Cask. And I believe it's about a drunken sailor.
Oh,
and what to do with them.
We've written songs about us.
I know. Just while we're waiting for that, I might have a few more piratey jokes. Let's see how bad we can make these.
I got one from Rod's Blood on Instagram. I'm not sure if it's a joke, but it says, it's better to drink rum than to swim in the water after eating. I think that's just sound advice. Really.
Yes, it's sound advice.
Or
Here is another one that's been requested, and you all know the words to this one. It's the old traditional shanty of Drunken Sailor. Oh, what shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? Early in the morning, hooray, 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 up she rises early in the morning. Put him in the scuppers with the hose pipe on him. Put him in the scuppers with the hose pipe on him. Put him in the scuppers with the hose pipe on him. Early in the morning. Hooray! 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 Up she rises early in the morning. Put him in the longboat, make him bailor. Put him in the longboat, make him bailor. Put him in the longboat, make him bailor. Early in the morning. Hooray! Hooray!
Rises.
Hooray!
Rises.
Early in the morning. Pull out the plug and wet him all over. Pull out the plug and wet him all over. Pull out the plug and wet him all over. Early in the morning. Hooray! Hooray!
Rises.
Hooray!
Rises.
Early in the morning. Put him in the brig until he's sober. Put him in the brig until he's sober. Put him in the brig until he's sober. Early in the morning. Hooray! Hooray!
Rises.
Hooray!
Rises.
Early in the morning. Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Early in the morning. Hooray! Hooray!
Rises.
Hooray!
Rises.
Early in the morning. Keel, haul him, 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 early in the morning. Hooray! Hooray!
Rises.
Hooray!
Rises.
Early in the morning. That's what we do with a drunken sailor. That's what we do with a drunken sailor. That's what we do with a drunken sailor. Early in the morning. Hooray! Hooray!
Rises.
Hooray! Up she rises early in the morning. Hooray! Hooray!
Rises.
Hooray! Early in the morning. Yes.
Thank you again. So that's what we do with drunken sailors.
Just some suggestions.
Just as some suggestions. And we've noticed
There?
we've had some movement on our Kraken pod.
There appears to be something poking through.
Ooh,
Is it a tentacle?
I'm not
We'll
sure.
have to find out in a bit.
I'll find out.
The plot thickens. And so does my soup.
Talking of soup,
I
I've lost it. There we go.
was intrigued.
Yeah, I got my train of thought just disappeared. There we go, people. So most places that we go to on our event day are more than welcoming us. Few places over the years have been a bit ooh and ah about us. We had an unfortunate event last year where we weren't able to go to the place we wanted.
The Duke of York, wasn't it?
Yes.
It wasn't their fault though. It was the door staff at the time hadn't been properly briefed on what we're about, and took offence to our flintlock pistols. Unfortunately, they said, "Oh, if you leave them at the door, you can come in." They didn't actually see the 100 people, all with 2 or 3 flintlock pistols each behind me.
Or if
So
you
we
remember,
had to just move on.
Natty had an armory on himself.
Yeah, more than. It was like Edward Teach. But we're normally well received.
Yes. So in a minute we're going
Especially if
through
they've been briefed properly about us, which we always
Yes.
try and organise well in advance.
So in a minute we'll go through the third round answers
For the quiz?
for the quiz. Have you heard any funny pirate jokes?
Yeah, I've got one.
Well, not really.
A
Oh,
pirate walks into a bar with a big ship's wheel stuffed down his long johns. The bartender says, "Oi, do you know you've got a ship's wheel coming out of the front of your trousers?" The pirate replies, "Arr, it's driving me nuts."
Driving you nuts. Dear, oh dear.
Let's get on with the round 3.
Yes, I think we should move on a little.
So the answers to the Who Am I round. So we asked you, born in Dundee in 1655, this pirate could be considered childish. And there may have been a clue in the name there, wasn't there?
I think there might have been.
Because the answer was Captain Kidd.
Also
Blessed
known
William.
as Blessed William.
It's a very friendly name for a pirate.
I don't think he was a very friendly person.
I don't think so.
No.
Kind of a bit like Little John there, wasn't it?
So, hailing from Tavistock, Devon, this privateer died at age 55 in Portobello, Panama, from dysentery.
Oh, not the dysentery.
Yeah, the dysentery. Now, of course,
So who was that then? That would have been,
Sir Francis Drake.
of course,
Yeah.
local born
Remember,
hero.
privateer, not pirate.
Oh yes,
Worked for the crown.
pirate with a payroll.
Yeah.
So sometimes referred to as the Robin Hood of the sea, this pirate's reign came to an end during a storm off Cape Cod on the 26th of April, 1717. Now, the savvy of people who know their pirates would have guessed that was Samuel Bellamy, also known as
Black Bellamy.
probably due to the colour of his heart.
After the capture of the French slave ship La Concorde, this pirate fitted her with 40 guns and 300 crew. Now, people who were paying attention will realise there was a question about this gentleman on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire last week.
Oh yeah,
And the gentleman got it correct and won £1 million.
the winning question.
And the answer, of course, was Blackbeard
Edward Teach or Thatch.
or Thatch. He went by many names, mainly to avoid persecution.
Many names, but only one reputation. So born in 1552 in East Budleigh, this privateer rose to royal favour, but after raiding a Spanish outpost whilst looking for El Dorado, he was executed in 1618.
That was Walter Raleigh.
Aha. Did he or did he not appear in the ship inn? That will be a question that only the historians can answer.
So, having powered in many privateers and pirates, this monarch came to be known as the Pirate Queen by the Spanish.
Oh yes, who was this nefarious pirate queen? None other than Queen Elizabeth I.
Yes. She
No
didn't
wonder
really,
she was so friendly with her.
She didn't like pirates, but at the same time she liked privateers.
Oh, didn't she have a thing for, was it Walter Raleigh?
And Francis Drake.
And Francis Drake.
Yeah. So this pirate once took a town using nuns. Upon his death in 1688, the governor of the Port Royal declared an amnesty for both pirates and the navy, so they could all pay their respects.
So who's this nun-wielding pirate? And how do you take a town using nuns?
That was Captain Henry Morgan.
Got drunk, didn't he?
Obviously now he's the face of Morgan's Spice. But
Can you imagine a bunch of nuns all drunk and Morgan spiced?
I can actually.
Talk about bad habits. So having been discharged from the Royal Navy on the 29th of August 1690, he went on to become the richest captains of all time before disappearing from records in 1696. Who am I referring to?
This gentleman has a couple of names.
So most people will know him as
Henry Avery, better known as
Benjamin Bridgman,
or Long Ben.
Not to be confused with Long John Silver.
Born in Cork Island, this female pirate went on to marry Calico Jack Rackham before avoiding being hung because she was with child. Now, you said you knew this one.
Yes, I've got a theory. Pregnancy, you can escape the noose if you're pregnant. And of course it was Anne Bonny. The famous Anne Bonny. Who by that point probably wasn't a big fan of Jack Rackham.
Probably not that point. Also known as the Rhode Island Pirate, this privateer turned pirate embarked on 2 major voyages that saw him meet a bloody end upon the second in the Arabian Sea.
So who is this Rhode Island pirate then?
I mean, the Arabian Sea is not normally known for piracy.
It's nowhere near Rhode Island either.
No.
That was, of course, Thomas Tew. So how many have you got right so far, peeps? Do you think you're doing well? Probably doing better than me.
I think I got 3.
In total?
I don't know anymore.
I can't even count to 3.
So we've got another donation come in from
Boudica Maloney.
And we've also had some more guesses on the coins.
Excellent. Keep them coming in. And we're going to take a very quick break so I can continue eating this prawn mayonnaise sandwich.
And then we can get some of these rats out of the internet technology thing.
And our words. That will come back in 5 minutes. So don't go away too far. Just grab yourselves a rum and come back and join us in a minute.
Remember though, keep in contact on Facebook and that. Drop us some lines. Donate. Do guess the coins. Buy badges.
Let us know you're here.
See you in a few.
Right. Just need to check the flags with you.
Yep.
And you go for a wee. And I'll just keep an eye on things.
Welcome back,
Hello.
mateys.
So, welcome back to the second half. We weren't sure there was going to be a second half, but here we are.
Always have hope. We are doing this, just a reminder, for the RNLI. We are taking donations for them. You can do it in many ways. You can either donate directly through our PayPal, or you can buy a specialist badge for Exeter Pirate Day.
What have you done with the badge, Danny?
I've got my badge. Or you can have a go at our Guess the Coins game. Answers will be revealed possibly next week. And cracking on with today's jam-packed show.
Yes, coming up in the second half.
Weekend of Jam.
A jam video. We've got some more music from Cask. We've got Jolly Roger. We've also got more of the quiz and more of the treasure hunts. I believe we've got a section of you guys showing us your attire. And
much more besides.
Much more.
But moving on, here's a little instructional video of something I whipped up recently.
Welcome back into Coin's Kitchen. Today we're going to be making jam. Saints preserve us. So the flavour of this one is apple, sloe and blackberry. A nice autumnal treat, using up some of the fruit that you can find around at the moment. Sticky mess, we'll be using the following. We have fresh apples picked from my sister's garden, blackberries and sloes picked from Chilton Powder.
A large bag of sugar.
First up, we're going to want to peel the apples. I tried doing this without peeling them before and it is alright, but it's much easier to keep it a puree if it's smooth to begin with. And if you have a cabin boy, they can do this instead. Got them peeled, you want them chopped, tailed and cored and chopped. It's up to you how finely you want them chopped. So they are going to just get pureed after they're cooked, so all going to get mushed up. But I think smaller the better, makes it a bit easier. We chuck it in the pot with the blackberries, nice big saucepan or a stock pot. Now with the slowberries, I do recommend actually cutting these and getting the stone out before you put them in the mix, because it was a pain in the arse trying to get the pips out afterwards. And also, don't try and eat them before they're cooked, please. Just cut that in half, with the incision around it. Pop those pips out. Probably going to get very sticky. Try to keep as much pulp and stuff in the mix as you can, because you're going to want all the fruit. It's just the stone you don't want. And again, don't lick your fingers. All the fruit in there. We're going to want to simmer it. So we get the water just above the line of the fruit. That should be plenty. Get them boiling. And once that's up to a boil, we leave it to simmer for about 10-20 minutes. And get yourself a big bowl, and a sieve, and a shot glass, bottle of tequila, and a slice of lime. That's getting ready. We're going to want to put that through a sieve soon. Just check to see if the apple is mushy. Crushed. I think it can. So with the sieve and the bowl, you can transfer that into the sieve. I'm doing this one-handed, so you can do it less awkwardly. Is to smush it through the holes, probably a bit better sieve than this, and getting out any leftover seeds or apple skins that you might have left behind. And once you have your what looks like chum, you're now ready to put that back in the pan, boil it up with some sugar. And as I haven't really been using any measurements, I'm still not going to use any measurements, so just guess when it comes to sugar. Just know that you need a lot. It's about that much. I'm probably going to have to put. So we're going to start with that, and we're going to add to it if we need to. In the meantime, you can sterilise your intended jam jar by putting it in the oven for about 5-10 minutes on low heat.
Hi.
making sure to stir it. You want to reduce down to a nice sort of thick syrup. Just let it cool for a bit before we transfer it to our nice sterile jar. The transfer will begin. Packed and ready. It's ready to go in the fridge. Yay! Glasses. Why not give this a go yourselves, mates? You can have it on your porridge, your donuts, scones, crumpets, croissant, notorious spout. Forget we're raising for the RNLI, so please follow the links and donate. Be seeing you.
That was very informative, Danny.
Why, thank you. And tasty too.
So, as we've been saying all day, we've been doing Guess the Coins. And for the coins, there is a prize. So the one who gets closest will get this lovely little leather bag and this wonderful little compass.
So you'll never get lost again.
So that's for Guess the Coins at only £1 a guess. You can enter as many times as you wish. And according to my list over here, people are getting closer.
Yeah, ever closer.
Ever closer.
Make sure they're the one who's the closest.
So, Danny, why was the Pirates Jolly Roger so cheap?
Why was the Pirates Jolly Roger so cheap?
It was on sale. Again, I don't write these, I just read them. Remember, if you want to try and guess how many coins there are, I've just been reminded there is a picture on Facebook. So it's not just a random thing, it really does exist.
You can see the size, you can compare yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
We're not trying to trick you.
Oh. So what else do we normally get up to on the day itself? We sing shanties as well, don't we?
Oh, we always sing shanties. That's a part of the day. Makes our presence a lot more known around the town.
Yes,
we've got 100 people singing.
We
Drunken
certainly
Sailor.
make ourselves known. And as you know, we tend to do a big photo shoot outside the cathedral every year. And at that point, we normally sing one or two shanties as well. You can see these pictures on our Facebook page. We're also going to be putting them up in with Show Us Your Colours in a little bit. So if you do spot yourself, tag yourself. Let us know that you're there. Also, if you've got something that you would like to share with us, let us know.
Speaking of sharing with us, a couple of people have been sharing us their ship names. We asked them recently on Instagram and Facebook, if they had a ship, what would the ship name be? Of course, we have our own flagship in Exeter Pirate Day, sailed by our Whiplash May and Crosscut Will.
That'd be the Draconian.
The Draconian. A fine vessel.
Hand built, I believe.
We had Captain Slackbeard on Instagram, who told us his ship be named the Lazy Susan. Cool name. And our very own first mate Fishbait says his first ship sank over 10 years ago, the Angry Floater. The second got beaten too badly to carry on, the Angry Floater 2, Double Flush. Some great ship names there, much better than Boaty McBoatface.
Who calls a ship Boaty McBoatface?
I know, who does that?
That's just silly. Then again, you could always just steal a pirate ship, like they used to.
They normally come with their own names.
So we've got another joke here then, Danny. Anyone know how much it costs to get an ear pierced around here?
How much does it cost to get an ear pierced around here?
A buccaneer.
Oh.
I know, they're getting worse. So we're going to be moving on. We're going to have the next answer to your treasure hunt, followed by the next clue. And then probably some more music in a bit. So for the treasure hunt, where's me map? Here it is. If you
So where were we
remember,
last?
we were at Little Queen Street.
Oh yes, we have the Queen
With-
looming above us.
With Queen Victoria looking down upon us. And the next clue was, having been abashed by royalty, my next stop was to the home of God in the courtyard within a hall to repent my sins.
Oh, the hard one, that one.
Hmm. So there it is on screen for you.
Oh, that's awful. Oh, and that's and that's the answer to this one.
That's the answer to this one. That's-
Well, just in case you were guessing.
So, as two dodgy pirates stood outside St. Pancras.
Not doing anything nefarious at all.
No,
if
no,
anybody
no.
asks.
So the answer was St. Pancras, which is in the Guildhall. Hence the hall.
And St. Pancras Church was first recorded in 1191. Although the font is all that remains of that era, the majority of the rest of the church dates to the 13th and 16th centuries. Oh, don't you know?
A very old place. So your next clue is, with the onset of eve, I did spend my night with a stag of Pell.
So with the onset of eve, I did spend my night with the Stag of Pale. Where are we headed next? You tell us. Or we'll tell you next.
Well, yeah, we'll tell you at some point. But talking to St. Pancras, last year we were in the Guildhall because we went to the terrace.
Oh, that's right, yes.
Yes. And you, me, and Fish had a little photo shoot with the Caribbean bar down at the
That's right.
street market.
They called us over. They wanted a bit of pirate presence to promote their food. It's a shame they're not there still as well.
It is a shame, though. It was very nice food. Well, we've just got something in.
Scurvy.
No, it's not scurvy. It's just here, just a note here saying thank you to the gentleman who helped arrange for us to be able to go to the terrace, as unfortunately one of the places that we wanted to go to last year was unavailable.
So we do have to do a quick change around, didn't we?
We did indeed, and they helped us out very nicely. So thank you to the terrace,
And
thank you to those who helped us arrange that.
Mr. Pierce.
Mr. Pierce. You know who you are. So
Goes by many aliases. One year it was Captain Redbeard.
I know.
Bright red beard. You're telling me we should bring that back?
They've sent us in another pirate joke. What did the pirate say on his 80th birthday?
What did the pirate say on his 80th birthday?
Aye, matey.
Oh, God. Why did that take me a second?
I don't know.
You'll be lucky if you reach 20
Please
with these
keep
jokes.
sending these bad jokes in. It's great. Keeps us going. So, moving on a little bit. Now we've got music coming up from the Jolly Roger,
Oh, Jolly Roger.
who've done us a fantastic little mix-up.
We should do a warning about this one, shouldn't we?
It will get stuck in your head.
It's incredibly catchy.
And we've got people sending in screenshots of us. This is great.
Very entertaining.
This is what we're here for. But keep you entertained, a little bit of fun.
Here's Jolly Roger to take over.
Hello, we're Jolly Roger, and this is our shanty medley for you guys at Exeter Pirate Festival today, enjoying the online groups.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Great. We're having a lot of fun in the future watching all the other acts, and we hope you guys are having a good time too.
Here's to all you people everywhere. Sing with us and have a jolly time. Cheers to that guy standing over there. Also cheers to those who want that guy. What should we do with the drunken sailor? What should we do with the drunken sailor? What should we do with the drunken sailor? Early in the morning. Hey, oh, and up she
guy standing over there. Also cheers to those who want that guy. Now let every man drink off his full bumper, and let every man drink off his full glass. We'll drink and be jolly, drown melancholy, and here's to the health of his true heartbeat lass. We're at and we're raw, like true British sailors. We're at and we're raw, all on the salt seas, until we strike soundings from the channel of Old England. From ocean to sea, it's 35 leagues. Here's to all you people everywhere. Sing with us and have a jolly time. Cheers to that guy standing over there. Also cheers to those who want that guy. We'd be alright if the wind was in our sails. We'd be alright if the wind was in our sails. We'd be alright if the wind was in our sails. And we'll all hang on behind, and we'll roll the old chariots along. We'll roll the old chariots along. We'll roll the old chariots along, and we'll all hang on behind.
And this is our shanty medley for.
And we're back.
Thank you, Jolly Roger.
Here's to all you people everywhere. Sing with us and have a jolly time. Cheers to that guy standing over there. Also cheers to those who want that guy. Now let every man drink off his full bumper, and let every man drink off his full glass. We'll drink and be jolly, drown melancholy, and here's to the health of his true heartbeat lass. We're at and we're raw, like true British sailors. We're at and we're raw, all on the salt seas, until we strike soundings from the channel of Old England. From ocean to sea, it's 35 leagues. Here's to all you people everywhere. Sing with us and have a jolly time. Cheers to that guy standing over there. Also cheers to those who want that guy. We'd be alright if the wind was in our sails. We'd be alright if the wind was in our sails. We'd be alright if the wind was in our sails. And we'll all hang on behind, and we'll roll the old chariots along. We'll roll the old chariots along. We'll roll the old chariots. Here's to all you people everywhere. Sing with us and have a jolly time. Cheers to that guy standing over there. Also cheers to those who want that guy. Here's to all you people everywhere. Sing with us and have a jolly time. Cheers to that guy standing over there. Also cheers to those who want that guy. Here's to all you people everywhere. Sing with us and have a jolly time. Cheers to that guy standing over there. Also cheers to those who want that guy. Also cheers to those who want that guy. Also cheers to those who want that guy. Cheers, guys. Have a good rest of the day.
Thank you very much, Jolly Roger. Yes, we've still got a few internet rats running around.
But anything you've missed or wanted to see clearer, that will be posted below for you to enjoy later.
Yes, everything will be put back up onto Facebook or our YouTube channel. So if you missed anything or you just want to watch it again, like we said, that one is really catchy. So please do watch it again. We've been sending yet another joke.
More jokes?
More jokes. What happens if you take the P out of a pirate?
What happens if you take the pee out of a pirate?
You make him irate.
Oh.
So moving.
Or relieved.
Or relieved, yes. So moving on. Have we got any more interesting tidbits that we can pass along?
That depends.
Okay, so in a minute we're going to be having the fourth round of the quiz.
We've done that already.
But first we've got to have a bit more of the treasure hunt, I believe. So we're getting closer and closer to where the treasure is. Be interesting to know where it is.
I want a cut.
I don't think we get a cut, Danny.
Depends what the treasure is. If it's cheese,
I don't know. They don't tell us that.
then we really have to be careful.
Oh no, more rats. So just while we're waiting there, a few little shout outs. Today we do know that one of our own crew, Fishbait,
First mate fish.
he's currently at work dressed as a pirate.
A brave soul.
So there will be pictures as well. We're being promised. But on with the virtual treasure hunt.
So our last clue
Was with the onset of eve, I did spend my night with a stag of pale.
That's a tough one, that one. Although you could get it from the last 3 words, I'd say. Just try and change what those words are, and you come up with the White Hart.
A white heart. And there's us doing some strange antler impressions.
Well, a story about the White Hart. Legend has it there lived beneath, or maybe still does, a foul creature of legend, part lizard, part deadly rooster. The cockatrice.
A cockatrice.
In 1649, a workman descended the well, and as he got to the bottom, he fell dead mysteriously. A second followed in afterwards to try and retrieve him, suffered the same fate. And it was only after a third went in to rescue his mates and was pulled back just before the death fell him, he came reporting an uncommon stench, which was believed to be the deadly breath of the cockatrice.
My only
Or
question,
just some really bad gas.
my only question there is, why do they keep sending people in?
You think after the first one they'd stop, or send
Yes.
a budgie.
So your next clue is on screen now.
So the next clue is: the next morn I did visit a publican to see what my future held. The next morn I did visit a publican to see what my future held. So where are we headed next? You guess for the next one.
That could be most interesting. See what people come up with for that.
If you want to have a little guess in the comments, feel free, write us a little comment, see what you're guessing.
So in a minute, we're going to have the fourth round, which is going to be a little bit different. We're going to have some pictures for you to make a guess on.
Ooh.
And these are going to be pirate flags.
So guess the pirate flag.
Have you got a pirate flag?
Do you have your own?
Post it. Share it with us.
Show us a picture beneath.
Oh, they've done it again. We got another pirate joke.
Oh, what's this one?
This one is: a pirate with a parrot on his shoulder walks into a bar. The barman asks, "Where did you get that?" The pirate replies, "Tortuga. There's hundreds of them."
I actually do like that one.
Oh, that was a bit better.
I was getting prepared to be angry.
Although that's the next joke that's been sent in. Why are pirates called pirates?
Oh, because they are. The oldies are the best.
So here we go. The next round is whose flag's that? There's our wonderful Captain Cat and Mallory holding up our flags and the RNLL flag. So your first flag is this fine one with a gentleman dancing with a skeleton.
Skeleton's got a spear in his hand. Look at it as well. Quite distinct. Funny looking hat on the other guy. Got a hole in it.
So who could this be?
Oh, he might have been shot, yeah.
Yeah, could have been shot.
There's a lot of bullets going around.
Your next flag?
Oh, it's a skull and crossbones.
Well, it's not quite a skull and crossbones. That's a skull wearing a bandana.
Indeed, with an earring.
And crossbones.
So that earpiece would have been to pay for his Well, definitely pay for his funeral.
Yes.
He's only got 3 bones left.
That looks
That's a
like
sturdy arm.
That looks like an arm and a sword.
Very distinct. Can't be mistaken that for anybody else's.
No,
Ready to chop.
I wouldn't want to be on the wrong side of that.
No. Not with that powerful arm. Oh, more. Well, this one's got a red background.
Ooh, this is a very busy flag.
In fact, almost looks a bit familiar, doesn't it? Like we may have mentioned it in a clue a little bit earlier on, possibly, to anyone who was paying attention.
Yes.
Hint. Hint.
Ah, the classic.
Thus, crossed swords and skull.
But whose flag is it?
Who does it belong to? Now, this one is definitely a famous one.
Yeah, that looks like a red boy.
Red skeleton, black background. Terrifying. Seeing that across the sails.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to see that on a dark and stormy night, would you?
Even if I was on a galleon, I'd tell people to get their oars out and start rowing. Wow, this one's quite distinct.
Oh, that's
You
an
might be able to guess
interesting
it by its initials.
Yes.
So the E, the I, the Co. You can't get more traditional than this.
You can't get more traditional. But there was only one man that actually flew this flag.
All right.
Even
Where
though
it
this
all
is the
comes
most recognised, this is the only gentleman that was known to use this flag.
And is it called what I think it is?
It is.
Ah. You may also have a guess because we've just had a band called that.
Now this one's very distinct.
Oh yes. Is that a devil?
As a demon of some description.
With an hourglass, a spear, into a heart, and 3 red dots. I wonder what the 3 red dots represent. Oh, there seems to be a lot of spears on these flags. When have we ever used spears?
I think they're meant to be harpoons.
Ah, that would make more sense.
And
Now,
I
this
have...
one's very familiar. I can't quite place it, though.
No, I can't quite place this flag.
No.
No. I haven't seen this flag at all today.
Not at all.
Not at all.
No, I've never seen that one in my
No.
life. I'm very unfamiliar.
I think that one was made up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite a nice one, though. I like the look of it.
Yeah, it's quite distinct.
Oh, I think that's the best one.
So there
Not
you
at all
go.
have we,
There's 10 flags
seen
for
that
you
one
to think
before.
about. Just checking my little pirate list here to see where we're up to.
For pirates, we are quite organised.
Well, you would think so. So next we've got a slideshow from you guys yourselves, showing us your outfits and how you dress up on the day. But before that, I've been pointed out, we've got another video from Cask. How could we forget? And this one is called I Wanna Be a Pirate.
Me too.
I want to be a pirate. That's what I want to be. A pirate. Good idea for a song, that one. I want to be, I want to be. I want to be, I want to be. I want to be, I want to be. I want to be a pirate too. I want to be, I want to be. I want to be, I want to be. I want to be, I want to be. I want to be a pirate too. Lived on the land, lived by the shore. That stuck around till he got bored. Looked to the sky, looked to the sea. Shouted to the waves, now can't you see? I'm just a lad, I'm all alone. My mother's gone, I've got no home. Grab my gear, head for town. The whole damn wolf can hear my sound. I want to be, I want to be. I want to be, I want to be. I want to be, I want to be. I want to be a pirate too. Looked around for a seaside bar. I didn't have to look too far. Went right in and the press gang grinned. I stepped right up and said, count me in. Bosun said, well, bless my soul, I've never seen one so bold. Have a drink and grab your gear. We sail the tide, now head for the pier. I want to be, I want to be. I want to be, I want to be. I want to be, I want to be. I want to be a pirate too. We saw her clear off fat and slow, laden full and lying low. The Spanish flag, her story told, heading for home with western gold. Captain said, we'll strip her bones, we'll send her crew to Davy Jones. Man the gun, boys, man them well, and on my mark we'll unleash hell. I want to be, I want to be. I want to be, I want to be. I want to be, I want to be. I wanna be a pirate too. We took her hard, we took her gold, we used the prize to fill our hold. We turned south to Montego Bay with a final shot, we were on our way. We laughed and sang, we broke around, but we froze at the lookout shout. Two Spanish ships, both men of war, lying in wait between us and shore. I wanna be, 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 I wanna be a pirate too. Their cannons blazed, our mast was gone. We knew that it would not be long. They stormed the ship and sabres flew. We rallied back as we all knew. The fight went on, though we were lost. We got our gold at what cost. I saw him there, I drew my blade. The Spaniard smiled and so I said, I wanna be, I wanna
More technical difficulties
more
there, I'm
technical
afraid.
difficulties. These damn bilge rats, I tell you.
fill our hold. We turned south to Montego Bay with a final shot, we were on our way. We laughed and sang, we broke around, but we froze at the lookout shout. Two Spanish ships, both men of war, lying in wait between us and shore. I wanna be, 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 I wanna be a pirate too. Their cannons blazed, our mast was gone. We knew that it would not be long. They stormed the ship and sabres flew. We rallied back as we all knew. The fight went on, though we were lost. We got our gold at what cost. I saw him there, I drew my blade. The Spaniard smiled and so I said, I wanna be, 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 I wanna be a pirate too. I saw the thrust, I felt the pain, I saw my life begin to wane. With a final blow I struck his head, but I knew that soon we'd both be dead. We lay there upon the deck, I thought about my undoomed trek. Then a voice from next to me sang in Spanish, now can't you see? I wanna be, 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 I wanna be a pirate too. You listen hard, you listen well. There are so many tales to tell. Beyond the sea, beyond the waves, you'll hear them all. Beyond the graves, sing I wanna be, 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 I wanna be a pirate too. I wanna be, 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 I wanna be a pirate too. I wanna be, 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 I wanna be a pirate too. I wanna be a pirate. I hope you enjoyed that one and I hope you joined in. Very simple.
Well, we are pirates, so.
Well, we were joining in.
So I believe, Danny, your butter is set.
Yeah, we've had a result. So, as you remember earlier, we were making some honey and thyme butter. So, just to prove that they turned out all right, got them on some crumpets there. And we'll just have to give them a test, won't we?
Yes.
See if this is any good then.
See what this is like then, shall we?
Sorry in advance if it tastes horrible. First time I'm trying it too.
Oh, that's quite sweet.
Yeah. Tastes posh. Posh crumpet.
Posh pirate food.
A bit too posh, to be honest.
That could be very nice.
That's one for the captain, I think.
Mm.
All right.
So, did anyone spot the secret pirate pet in that video?
Lurking around.
He wandered through a couple of times. So, again, this is the part where we ask you for money. Again, please donate, guess the coins, buy a badge. Danny's wearing his badge.
Very luxurious.
These are £5 each.
Worth
That
every
includes the postage, and you will get a random message from a crew member in there as well.
And
Don't know
all
what the
profits
message
go
is, but
towards the RNLI.
Who?
The RNLI.
the RNLI. On the guess the coins, we've had a couple more guesses come in. Sam has almost hit it on the head.
Oh, very close. Very
close.
The competition is amazing on this.
Yeah.
So
Robert,
please keep putting it in.
Robert, on the other hand, I think he needs to think again. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. In a few seconds, we're going to have a little slideshow of what you guys look like and how you all dress up on the day, and various places that we visit.
Over the years, we've had some lovely, lovely costumes. Some really much effort has gone into it. We'd like to share some of our favourites with you now. Just running that
There we go. A few pictures of you guys, and maybe one or two.
Oh, me.
And there we have it.
Cat trying to butt in again. So there we go. Yes, lots and lots of beautiful pictures of beautiful people. Some of them on stormy Timoth seafront.
I remember that day. That was
From where we were presenting a check to
very
Timoth
blustery.
right there. Remember, people, when we're doing these things, handing out the checks and that, you're more than welcome to come with us. The more the merrier. So moving on.
So we've got our very own first mate Fishbait has actually gone to work today, hence why you couldn't join us today in person. But he's gone to work dressed as a pirate, the legend. I think we do have a picture somewhere. I'm not sure if we can raise it up, but if not, but if you fancy doing something like that, maybe doing it sponsored or trying to raise some money, let us know if you're interested and have a talk with us, because it's something that we could possibly help with.
So again, here comes the same routine. Please donate. All donations go to the RNLI. You can do this via the links that we've got on Facebook, PayPal. You can buy a badge.
Play a game at Guess the Coin.
Guess the coins.
But anything to raise those coffers for the RNLI.
And please do keep sending in your pirate jokes. Danny loves them. We got another one. And there's Fishbait.
There's our first mate Fishbait. So there he is at work, just as a pirate, not letting the side down.
That picture's very appropriate for this one. How did the pirate find out he needed glasses?
I don't know.
He took an eye exam. These are all sent in
Next
by
one
you.
sends that in.
Yeah. You all send these in, guys. So in a few moments we'll be having the answers and the next question for the treasure hunts, followed by more of the quiz. Plus, what have you guys got up to during lockdown? Because we got up to something interesting that we shall share with you in a bit.
A little video just to share with you in just a moment. But for now, back to the treasure hunt. Where is it we've left? We've left...
We were the White Hart.
Oh yes, that's right. We were at the White Hart. And we asked you, the next morning, I did visit a publican to see what my future held.
I think that might have been a play on words.
I think publican, future held? Of course.
The
What prospects? That prospect in. And the Prospect Inn, or known as the Fountain Inn until the late 1950s, was likely opened in the early 19th century. But by the latter half of that century, the establishment had gained a notoriety for being insalubrious, with drunken behaviour, prostitution, and several drownings. A lot better today, I'm sure.
Yes, I think they've cut out one of those things. We won't say which one, but...
That'll be your guess.
Yes. So your last and final clue to find the treasure is, sadly, our journey ends at the end of a cannon, and my treasure lies within.
So sadly, journey ends at the end of a cannon, and my treasure lies within. Guess where we're off to next? I like cannons. You got a favourite weapon?
I quite like a flintlock.
You like a flintlock?
I
Yeah?
like a flintlock.
Something small, carryable.
The only problem is you only get to fire one shot.
I think that's more sporting.
Not for me.
See, I'd like one of those flintlocks with a boarding axe at the bottom of it.
Oh, like
Because once you've run out of that
then
one
you can
bullet,
hack them.
just turn it upside down.
And then
They
you
do
feed
make
them.
excellent bludgeons even on their own.
Then you can feed them to the kraken.
What, your flintlocks?
Oh no, the bodies.
You could do.
I'm
How's
talking-
ours doing?
I don't know. Let's have a look on our kraken and see what's going on here.
Well, something's
Oh.
coming out. There's a definite hatching of some sort in there.
Is that a tentacle?
I don't know. It's
No.
just swirls of some sort.
Hmm.
All right, we'll give it a bit more.
Give it a bit more time. Give it a bit more time.
We'll let it develop. Ethical teachers take a lot of time.
So how are you guys doing with the flags? Did you get them all?
There were some hard ones.
We don't know what the last one was.
Absolutely no idea.
Never seen it before ever.
Doesn't look familiar.
So we'll have the answers to that in a few moments. Other places that we visited in the past, we ended up at the Barnfield Theatre one year.
We did actually, yes.
Where they put on some grog.
Because they do have a bar in there.
And that was an interesting event.
It was.
And we kind of drunk them dry.
Yes, they weren't prepared for our capacity, let's say.
The other places that we've been to, we went down to the Exonian.
The Exonian?
Which was also known as the Walkabout.
We've been to both, under both names.
And they're always most welcoming.
One year they even set us up a grog station at the top.
Yeah.
Made some homemade grog.
There was that year, down 4th Street, that gentleman had a ice cream parlour and put on a special ice cream for us pirates.
That's right, yeah.
The rather boozy rum and raisin. Big red letters, not for under 18. I can see why.
Yeah, we've got a lot of people helping out over the past few years.
Yes.
Which is always welcome. We can't do it without the community.
Yeah, so what makes Pirate Day is actually you guys. We can put it on, we can make all these plans, but you're the ones who come and make it special. You're the ones who help donate to the funds. You're the ones who help keep it going.
You're the ones that give us the presents that we need on the street, making noise, collecting those funds.
Yeah.
And thank you for that.
Hopefully we can get back to how it should be next year.
Next year is only a year, when we hold hope.
But we'll see what's going to happen. We've got a few plans in motion, a few ideas what we're going to do. But, well, we shall see. We shall see. Hopefully we can get rid of this dreaded scurvy and get back to meeting up and enjoying ourselves.
We get rid of the rats, we get rid of the plague.
Yes. So, moving on to the answers of the 4th round, I think. We're just waiting for that to load up.
We got the answers.
So, whose flag is that? I almost wish I'd done jingles for these.
I can do a jingle. No, I can't.
So we've got this gentleman having a good time with a skeleton.
High five with a skeleton. No, I'm going to stop that right away. So whose flag was this? Bartholomew Roberts.
So, very notorious pirate. And then we've got this one, which is the bandanaed skull and crossbones. We've already mentioned him once today. In fact, we've mentioned most of these once today.
Actually, Henry Avery, or Avery.
Most
it was called Long Ben as well?
It was, yes. Most pirates went by multiple names. And then we've got the arm and sword.
Not an arming sword, because that's just a weapon.
No. That's Thomas too, that is.
What, Thomas as well?
Well, Thomas. And then we've got this very busy flag. Now, we did mention this earlier on in the day.
It was described. So those who were paying attention would have known. It was indeed Christopher Moody.
Then we've got the old skull and cross swords.
A fearsome sight. Whether you're a trader or a merchant. See
With
that flapping about?
With a very fearsome gentleman on board as well.
That could have been none other than Calico Jack Rackham. You may have seen that flag poking out 3 inches above the water a couple of times. But who are we to mock him? He had a wife on board. Got away with that.
And then we've got this red skeleton on a black background.
Now this one was a terrible pirate.
He
He was a good pirate, but he was a very fearsome.
Yes, he wasn't
Not the most well-liked.
Not a very nice gentleman, even to his own crew. Edward Lowe.
Or known as Ned Lowe for short.
But you wouldn't call him Ned to his face. Or at least not from any particular close distance. And then we've got this one, which is more of a privateer than it is a pirate.
They weren't innocent of their
No, far from
of
innocent.
honesties.
This, of course, was none other than the
So E.I. must be. Well, we'll tell you. It's the East India Company.
the East India Trading Company.
The East India Trading Company.
Bunch of Dutch pirates.
Again, official, but still pirates.
Then we've got the classic skull and crossbones. Now, my understanding is only one gentleman ever used this.
And it's the Jolly Roger, is it?
This is the Jolly Roger, but this is the one that sticks in people's minds.
So,
this is Black Sam Bellamy.
So Black Bellamy. Famous flag for a famous pirate.
Slight technical hitch. And okay, then we've got this demon with a harpoon. Are we calling it a harpoon?
I think it's safe to call it a harpoon than a spear. I don't think pirates have much use for spears.
With a red heart and a couple of dots.
Our answer sheet's been taken away, so I hope.
Well, I know who this one is. It's a very, very famous pirate.
I thought it would be. I'm gonna. Oh, of course.
Blackbeard.
Blackbeard himself.
Blackbeard himself.
Good old Ed Teach.
And then, of course, we've got this one.
Very unfamiliar.
Not quite sure who it is.
You know what? I think I've worked it out. I'm gonna have a flying guess.
Go on then.
Is it Plymouth Pirate Day?
No, it's us. Exeter Pirate Day.
Of course it is. How could we forget?
Because there's nothing wrong about shameless self-plugging.
Not at all.
We also ran out of flags, but don't tell anyone. So there we go. How many of those did you actually get? I mean, we might have left one up as a clue all day. So coming next is what we got up to during lockdown. And
when you're locked in a room and all you've got is a bottle of rum, you just got to make use of that bottle of rum.
So coming up in a few minutes, we've got what we call Pass the Rum. Is what we got up to while we were on lockdown and just trying to come up with something to keep us going. But I'm being informed that we need to take a quick 5-minute break just due to some more of those vile scurvy rats in the computer. So we're just going to go and deal with them and we'll return shortly.
Bad rat. What's going on?
And
Hello.
we're back. Hopefully we got a few more of those scurvy rats.
Some of those creases ironed.
Yes. So what we were talking about before we had to go.
We were talking about what we got up to over lockdown.
Yes, most of us spent lockdown twiddling thumbs and trying to decide what to do. We, on the other hand,
did this.
But first, a word from our captain by the looks of it.
Oh, me again, Captain Catcovicious. So, entering into our Guess the Coins, what can you win? You can win this lovely pouch and compass set. So these can wing their way to you if you are the lucky winner with the closest or indeed the correct answer to the Guess the Coins. £1 to go, enter as many times as you like. All the money is going to the RNLI, the much needed funds to save lives at sea. So get guessing.
There you go, guys. Guess the coins. Buy badges.
Donate. For the RNLI.
RNLI. So here's our little video about passing a bottle of rum.
What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? Hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises early in the morning. Put him in the scuppers with the lee rail under, put him in the scuppers with the lee rail under, put him in the scuppers with the lee rail under early in the morning. Hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises early in the morning. Put him in the courser, make him pull her, put him in the courser, make him pull her, put him in the courser, make him pull her early in the morning. Hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises early in the morning. Put him in the brig until he's sober, put him in the brig until he's sober, put him in the brig until he's sober early in the morning. Hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises early in the morning. Shave his belly with a rusty razor, shave his belly with a rusty razor, shave his belly with a rusty razor early in the morning. Hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises early in the morning. Put him in a leaky boat and baler, put him in a leaky boat and baler, put him in a leaky boat and baler early in the morning. Hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises early in the morning. Make him sleep with the captain's daughter, make him sleep with the captain's daughter, make him sleep with the captain's daughter early in the morning. Hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises early in the morning. Have you seen that captain's daughter? Have you seen that captain's daughter? Have you seen that captain's daughter early in the morning? Hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises early in the morning. Keel haul him till he's sober, keel haul him till he's sober, keel haul him till he's sober early in the morning. Hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises early in the morning. What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? Hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises early in the morning. Put him in the scuppers with the lee rail under, put him in the scuppers with the lee rail under, put him in the scuppers with the lee rail under early in the morning. Hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises early in the morning. Put him in the courser, make him pull her, put him in the courser, make him pull her, put him in the courser, make him pull her early in the morning. Hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises early in the morning. Put him in the brig until he's sober, put him in the brig until he's sober, put him in the brig until he's sober early in the morning. Hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises early in the morning.
Shave his belly with a rusty razor, shave his belly with a rusty razor, shave his belly with a rusty razor early in the morning. Hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises early in the morning. Put him in a leaky boat and baler, put him in a leaky boat and baler, put him in a leaky boat and baler early in the morning. Hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises early in the morning. Make him sleep with the captain's daughter, make him sleep with the captain's daughter, make him sleep with the captain's daughter early in the morning. Hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises early in the morning. Have you seen that captain's daughter? Have you seen that captain's daughter? Have you seen that captain's daughter early in the morning?
Now, as you can see, us have got a...
So that's just something that we got up to during lockdown. And yes, that was a fish thrown at me, and I'm not sure why.
You've got that kind of face.
Probably. But again, thank you to all the NHS staff over the last few months that have been keeping us going. I mean, without you guys, things would have been a lot worse. Moving on to a few other things. What's your favourite pirate film?
Yellowbeard.
Yellowbeard?
Definitely.
I'm kind of a Muppets Treasure Island guy.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Tim Curry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with Tim Curry, really.
Yeah. Goonies is always fun.
Yeah. And, it's got pirates.
One-Eyed Willie.
Yeah. And a great big ship.
Yeah. Then, of course, you've got that film series by Disney that we shan't mention.
Oh, what's his name? Swallow or something?
Something like that.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Amazon tried taking a stab at it as well with their Black Sails.
That was pretty good. I like that one.
It wasn't very accurate, though.
No, it was a bit of a jumbled mess, but, it's for entertainment. Definitely not a documentary.
So they've done it again, Danny. They've sent in another pirate joke.
I'm going to have to start sending them back soon.
Why do pirates find it difficult to learn the alphabet?
Why do pirates find it difficult to learn the alphabet?
Because they get stuck at sea.
All the time.
So we hope that you've been enjoying the day. We've raised a fair bit of money so far with what we've gathered from a few shakers throughout the last 12 months. It's not going to be as big a total as we normally do, unfortunately, just due to what has happened. One of the main contributors to this year's total has been Damien from the arcade on 4th Street. So thank you very much.
Cheers, matey.
We believe that you still got the video on. We're still playing in the background somewhere.
Hopefully you're saying hello to you now.
So thank you very, very much.
We can also thank a few of our own crew who aren't with us today.
Yes.
You've seen the two of us. Our crew is normally a lot bigger than this. So special thanks to Hannah, to Jess, to our Captain Cat, our first mate Fish, Steve, Sharon, Gideon, and to Captain Queeg, the founder of Exeter Pirate Day.
Indeed. Without him and Cat deciding to go out dressed as pirates all those years ago,
we wouldn't be here today.
This wouldn't have happened. So in a second, we're going to move on to the 5th round and the final round. And maybe even give you the answer for the last place on the treasure hunt.
Or if you're lucky.
And then we've got...
If you haven't got completely lost.
Hopefully not. Visited a couple of pubs along the way, so you never know. We've got another video from Captain Cat as well to go through. And then we've got one more from Cask. And then we shall wrap up the day with the answers and what we plan for the next coming 12 months, couple of years.
Anything you missed today, you can catch up on later on. We'll be providing links for all the videos, all the slideshows. Come and have a look a bit later, even if you just want to watch it again.
Okay, so what we got planned for the next couple of years is obviously once we can get out of this plague if we can call it that. Plague.
I would comfortably call it the plague.
Yeah. We can't call it what it is because unfortunately YouTube don't like us calling it what it is. So it's a plague.
What a big bag of shit.
Yeah. Once that's done, we're going to plan a few more smaller events. Again, handing over checks, maybe a few little random day events.
We hope to.
We're going to try and do a few more sponsored events for the next couple of years as well. Not quite sure how these are going to go, but we are going to try and tie in sort of like sponsored walks or cycling or something.
Certain challenges that can be set us that we will do.
Yeah. And we might also do a few more competitions through the year.
So please keep your eyes peeled. Subscribe to the Exeter Pirate Day official Facebook for any updates as and when they come. We also have an Instagram page as well, which I will update when more information is around.
Yeah.
Also, if you've got any ideas of something we can do, send us a message. Do you feel that?
Oh God, something's going on. Oh,
what did you do with the Kraken?
It's the Kraken. The Kraken's hatched.
Should we get ready? Do we need a harpoon?
I don't know.
Wait,
that looks like a very strange Kraken.
That's an odd-looking Kraken.
That's not a Kraken.
That's not even a tricorn. It's a
unicorn.
Where's the other two corns?
I don't know. Maybe we can sell it on. Someone lied to us. They said it was a Kraken.
Still, if that came out of the water anywhere near my boat, I'd still be a bit surprised. The mighty unicorn. See, it sounds a lot more ferocious if you say it like that. If you put the word mighty in front of anything. The mighty parrots.
The fantastic parrot.
The mighty duck. Oh, that's a film.
We've been sent one more of the pirate jokes.
Oh, let's hear.
Let me just read this correctly.
Don't get
Who's your favourite Motown pirate?
Who is my favourite Motown pirate?
R. Dean Taylor.
Oh, God. Well, on that note.
On that note, I think we need to push on and maybe get some more questions out the way.
So, we'll be revealing the answer for our first. No, the quiz first, isn't it?
Yeah, round 5 of the quiz should be coming next. That Kraken's left salty seawater everywhere.
Pardon me.
So this round is general ignorance. Yes, we might have ripped that from a certain TV show, but hey, we're pirates. So how many coins are in a regular piece of 8?
Ooh, well, how many coins in a regular piece of 8? Do you know the answer?
Write it down. Keep it to yourself, don't share.
Don't go spoiling it. So how long did it take to sail from England to America? So this is back when sails were there. It's not, jumping on P&O cruises.
No, we're not talking about these days. We're talking about 1600s.
No electric powered catamarans back then. Number 3.
Why did pirates wear eye patches? Now, I think I know the answer to this one.
Pretty sure it wasn't a fashion statement.
No, it wasn't a fashion statement. Pretty sure these were for proper use.
Question 4. Did pirates really bury treasure? Well, I know I did.
Yeah, but Danny, you keep forgetting where you left it.
Oh, well, I did wonder.
That's because you didn't draw up any
I didn't know there was a
maps.
second part to it. Bury the treasure. Don't just dig up the treasure. Question 5.
What did a red flag mean? Now, we've seen a couple of red flags today.
We have.
And not just for people who are saying that we're up to naughty things.
Probably got a few red flags along today. What did a red flag mean? Question 6.
Who sits in the crow's nest?
I'll give you a clue on this one. It isn't a crow.
I've seen the answer to this question, and it's actually interesting. It's not who you think it would be.
Number 7. When was the first International Talk Like a Pirate Day? Cast your memories back to the beginning of
I
this
was
show.
going to say, we might have given that answer away earlier on today.
We like to leave a few clues. A few ways to lead us back to the treasure. Number 8.
Who do we raise money for?
Oh, well, if you don't know this, then you certainly haven't been watching today. So who do we raise money for? It's not the captain.
You yourself.
It's not me.
So there we go.
Not him.
So we'll give you a few minutes to think about those. So as we start wrapping up, we're going to give you the answer to the final question of the treasure hunt.
We have finally reached the end.
The end.
The treasure hunt has been completed, or will be completed.
Even though we were there, I still forget where half the places were.
I was just following you.
I was following the map.
We had a map?
I think it was a map.
Well, if you remember, but sadly, the journey ends at the end of a cannon, and our treasure lies within.
It would, of course, be the customs house.
And look at the size of those cannons.
Have you got any information on the customs house?
Of course I do. The custom house is thought to be the oldest surviving brick building in Exeter. Built between 1680 and 1681, the cannons outside were originally thought to have been used, but questions of their validity left them abandoned and unwanted for around a century. 4 of the set of 15 being used as bollards in the quay, while the others were buried. They were eventually excavated, of course, but later melted down for scrap during World War II, leaving only the 2 behind which we see today, which were later moved from their place as bollards by the quay to the custom house.
So, bit of history actually down on the quay itself.
Sad though.
It is
13
sad.
cannons melted down.
Of course, you've got to remember, back in the day, Exeter was actually a thriving port.
It was.
There was a lot of activity going on down at the quay. Sadly, we've lost all this now, and now we just have students. Another kind of pirates, but we don't associate with them.
Unless, of course, you are a student, in which case we do associate with you.
So again, as we're wrapping up the day, please keep donating. Buy badges. Danny's got his badge. And also guess the coins. We're going to keep guess the coins going probably for another day or so. And then we'll announce a winner next week.
Stay tuned to our Facebook page for that one.
And of course, remember, for Guess the Coins, you win this lovely little bag with the compass within.
Swag.
We might even take the price tag off.
Might.
Might.
It's not your birthday.
No.
It's not Christmas.
So, looking forward to the next 12 months.
Well, we have definitely high hopes that the plague will have been gone by this time next year. I mean, touch wood as well, just to add help.
And hopefully we're all here. That's what we want to see.
As said, we will be trying to do a few miniature versions of things, anything to raise money for the RNLI, which is our main goal. But if you've got ideas of what we can do over this next 12 months, please give us some suggestions. We are open to them. We've got a few ideas ourselves, but we'd love to hear yours as well.
Yeah. One of the ideas that we've been sent is maybe doing a climb up Snowdon.
Oh yeah, a challenge.
Dressed in colours.
Wearing our kit.
Hmm.
I know you could say that what are pirates doing up mountains?
Pirates on holiday.
Gotta bury our treasure somewhere. And who's gonna look up there?
Not the Welsh.
I just didn't tell everyone where we buried it though.
Yeah. Oh.
You don't know how far up.
So, as we move on, I would like to thank some of the bands that have helped us today. Obviously, Cask have done us a few songs.
All of the bands, hopefully.
Jolly Roger as well.
The beard of the captain.
Also, Queen's Anne's Revenge. We'd also like to thank some of the other bands that have helped us throughout the years as well. Professor Elemental. Gurney
Bird.
If we do forget names, please forgive us.
Trying to think of other bands we've had over the time. We've had quite a few people helping us music-wise.
Yes.
The Dilly Boys.
Boys 1 year. So yes.
Who was that? Moody Swamp Blues.
I can't remember. That was a bit.
They came and rescued us last minute because our band had cancelled.
Yeah.
But they bravely stepped to us and helped us. And if I can remember the name, they were brilliant.
As you can see, you can plan for as much as you want, and there's always that one little bit that falls down. Luckily, we've got fantastic folks like you who help us out and
will bear with us.
Yes.
Through any difficulties.
We'd also like to thank a few of the people that have sponsored us over the years.
Any donors?
Any of the donors?
Anyone who's chipped in for our programs that we make every year, or normally.
Obviously, there's no programs this year because, unfortunately, didn't really have anything to put in it. And we didn't really want to fill with just us talking because we can do that on here. We can do this for 4 hours.
But anyone else we'd like to thank? We're thanking the crew.
We
thank anyone
crew.
who's joined in today, anyone who's helped us in the past. Even the littlest thing, the littlest gesture has always helped us, and we are grateful.
I believe we've got a small video lined up from Captain Cat for thanking people as well. And we shall try and get that one up shortly. Anything to add, Danny?
Apparently not. But just a reminder, we are doing it with the R and a lie.
The R and a lie.
We are raising money through multiple ways. You can donate directly through PayPal. You can buy our badges, or you can have a go at the Guess the Coin game, which will still be running for a little time after this. We will reveal the results in a few days or a week. All updates will be put on our Facebook page. Oh, and make sure you follow that too.
Still to come before we finish this afternoon. We've got
another one from the cask.
Got one more from the cask.
Another quiz answers.
And hopefully you've all enjoyed yourselves.
As you can see, us have got a mermaid with us. We have. You can see that over my shoulder there, can't you? And of course, this is a song that has got to be sung, and it's all about the mermaid.
'Twas Friday morn when they set sail, and they were not far from the land, when their captain he spied a lovely mermaid with a comb and a glass in her hand.
Oh, the ocean waves will roll, and the stormy winds will blow, while we poor sailors go skipping to the top, and the landlubbers lie down below, 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 and the landlubbers lie down below.
The song she sang so sweet, but no answer at all could they make. She looked up and down their gallant ship, which made all their poor hearts ache.
Oh, the ocean waves will roll, and the stormy winds will blow.
As you can see, we're still having problems.
Skipping to the top, and the landlubbers lie down below, 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 and the landlubbers lie down below.
Then up stepped the helmsman of their gallant ship.
Don't worry, me boys, the seas are clear.
No hard rock or sand could he find.
Oh, the ocean waves will roll, and the stormy winds will blow. While we poor sailors go skipping to the top, and the landlubbers lie down below, 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 and the landlubbers lie down below.
Then up stepped the captain of their gallant ship, and a well-spoken man was he.
I said, I have me a wife in fair Plymouth town, but tonight she a widow will be. Oh, the ocean waves will roll, and the stormy winds will blow, while we poor sailors go skipping to the top, and the landlubbers lie down below, 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 and the landlubbers lie down below.
Then up spoke the pirate of their gallant ship, and a crazy old buzzard was he. He said,
I cares more for me crackers and me seed than I does for the bottom of the sea. Oh, the ocean waves will roll, and the stormy winds will blow, while we poor sailors go skipping to the top, and the landlubbers lie down below, 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 and the landlubbers lie down below.
so 3 times around went their gallant ship, and 3 times around went she. 3 times around went their gallant ship, and she sank to the bottom of the sea.
Oh, the ocean waves will roll, and the stormy winds will blow, while we poor sailors go skipping to the top, and the landlubbers lie down below, 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 and the landlubbers lie down below.
And there we go. Unfortunately, we had a slight technical hitch again. All we can do is apologise. These filthy things in the internet wires, these things. All the videos and that will be
skipping to the top, and the landlubbers lie down below, 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 and the landlubbers lie down below. Oh, the ocean waves will roll, and the stormy winds will blow, while we poor sailors go skipping to the top, and the landlubbers lie down below, 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 and the landlubbers lie down below. Well, there you go, mateys. Speak like a pirate day, and Exeter Pirate Day itself. And what do? We raise money for the RNLI. I can't even say it right. RNLI. RNLI.
You've had too much rum.
Oh, if only that were true. So bye, mateys. Hope to see you in not too long a while when this here old plague gets kicked into touch. All the best. Fare thee well.
And there you have it. That's the last one from Cast this afternoon.
Thank you ever so much.
Thank you very much. Unfortunately, we have had a few technical issues throughout the day. All these videos will be put up individually on Facebook or YouTube, so you can watch them at your own discretion and see them in the glory they're supposed to be and not their frozen horror. Again, hopefully, if we do this again, we will learn from our mistakes and we will make sure that these things here, not Danny, these things, these internet rats, are banned. So, as we're just sorting out the next round, the answers to the last round, sorry. Again, we'd just like to thank other people, venues that have held us over the years, all the other sponsors we haven't mentioned. There's far too many to mention.
And to the RNLI itself.
Yes.
We're rescuing lives on an hourly basis across the country.
They don't get any funds from the government or anything. They're all charity. So this is what we do this for. As we mentioned earlier on today, we've raised over £10,000 in the last 5 years, just from odd buckets on the day.
And why this sounds like a lot, it's still nowhere near as much as the RNLI needs to keep running.
Yeah.
So the more we can get, the better.
So again, please do buy badges. Even if you don't want a badge, just buy a badge.
Give it to your friend.
Give it to your friend.
Give it to your pirate
buy
mates.
several of them.
Have a pirate party of 6 people.
Yep.
in
Guess
your
the
household.
coins are still going. You can still donate via PayPal. We reckon we got probably £300 in today. So that's just from this little session. So again, thank you to everybody. And, you know, it's fantastic.
And it's not too late to send in any of your pictures as well. If you've got any pirate pets, great costumes, your own ship.
Yeah, we'll share all this on our Facebook page.
Or our Instagram.
So Danny, where would you like to go next year?
Oh, I've got a few ideas. I like the Snowdon idea. I'm up for a big hike. I do like walking. Almost as much as I like sailing.
What are you looking at?
That was a dramatic gaze into the
Oh,
horizon.
that's what that was. Okay, I just thought you had something in your eye. Obviously, as soon as we know anything about what we can do next year, we will let you all know.
You can also sign up to our newsletter as well.
Yes.
You can find details like that, I think, on our Facebook page.
That's on our Facebook page. It's also on our own page on the interwebs.
We've got it all.
We try. We definitely try.
We pretend well to be tech-savvy pirates.
So coming up in a few minutes, we'll have a thank you message from Captain Cat. And then we finish off the round, the quiz round.
This one needs a feed and seeding.
A feed and seeding?
A feed and seeding.
He's not fat enough for the pot yet.
Well, look how tiny he is.
He's got
That's why he needs feeding. Maybe sick.
See if we've got anyone else that we haven't mentioned.
Pardon me.
Yeah, okay, so got 2 more guesses on the guess the coins. There's James.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Could be better. Could be worse.
And Jack as well, I see there.
Yeah.
That's not a very good one, though.
Jack, I
Terrible guess. You've sunk.
So we've got one more pirate joke that's come in. Bit of a lengthy one. So a seaman meets a pirate in a bar, and their talk turns to the adventures on the high sea.
Righto.
And the seaman notes that the pirate has a peg leg and a hook and an eye patch. And the seaman asks, "So how did you end up with the peg leg?" The pirate replies, "We were in a storm at sea. I was swept overboard, and a school of sharks just ate my leg as the men were pulling me out." "Wow," said the seaman. "And the hook?" "Well, as we were boarding an enemy ship and battling the other scurvy dogs, one of them cut my hand clean off." "Incredible," said the seaman. "But what about the eye patch?" "Ah, seagull dropping in, fell into my eye." "So you lost your eye due to a seagull pooping in your eye?" "No, it was the first day with the hook."
That's a long one, but a good one.
So, talking about next year, what would you like us to do? Please send in any ideas via email, Facebook.
Again, we've got a few of ideas of our own, but we'd love to hear yours as well.
We've got plans, but you know, we'd like to know what you guys want.
All sensible suggestions will be considered as well.
Maybe even some unsensible
Maybe
suggestions.
even some unsensible suggestions.
Or maybe if you know some venues that you would like to try and visit with us, let us know. Okay, so we're now going to wrap up the quiz with the final answers, and hopefully that'll be on screen in a second.
So 5th round answers. Round for general ignorance. So our first question on the Hook and Peglet quiz: how many coins in a regular piece of 8?
Now, this is an interesting question, Dan.
Would you just say 8?
It's actually a trick question. There's actually only one silver Spanish coin, which would normally be cut into 8 to pay the crew.
You
Hence
can't do
why
that
it
with
was
coins
known-
nowadays.
No, you can't do that now. But that was why it was called a piece of 8. Because it was solid silver back then, you see.
Oh, of course, it's the weight in the metal that would have been worth the most.
Exactly.
Its shape was irrelevant. So there you have it. A silver Spanish coin would be cut into 8 to pay crew something.
Crew hands. So how long did it take for them to sail from England to America? Remembering, this is actually the 400-year anniversary of the Mayflower that left earlier on this week.
Ah, well. So anyone who's been reading up on that may have had the answer.
Yes.
Which was, of course. Dun, 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 dun. 66 days on average.
Depending on weather.
That's quite a long time. That's a
That's
couple of months or
2
more.
months at sea.
Just for a holiday.
Even us pirates only do it for a couple of weeks at a time.
Need a lot of food on board.
You do indeed. That's why those ships were so big and so easy to raid.
Full of tasty bounty.
So why did pirates wear eye patches?
I reckon it's because they have terrible conjunctivitis.
Terrible conjunctivitis. I mean, that would be a bad thing to have on a small ship.
And that's why they had hooks as well, because they can't be around touching their eyes and then rubbing it all on the crew.
No, it was so that they could adjust from going below deck to above deck and vice versa. So that if they went from down above deck to down below, they could change their eyes, and one would be accustomed to the dark already.
Because if you try it at home, if you cover an eye before you go into a dark room, and then go into that dark room and uncover that eye, you can actually see a bit better, because your eye gets used to the dark. So did pirates really bury their treasure?
See, this is a
I like to
tricky
think
one.
they do. I certainly bury my own, and I certainly bury yours.
Now, according to history, there was only one person that ever did this, and it was William Kidd. And then he shot everyone apart from one person who pretended he was dead already.
That's a bit mean. Was he planning on going back and getting it?
I don't know.
Didn't get very far, did he? When was the pirate golden age?
I think this was one of the questions that was missed.
Yeah, I don't remember asking that one, but we can tell me the answer.
It was between the 1660s and 1730s.
That makes sense.
That was when you had all the famous ones.
The
like
good old days.
Blackbeard and Sam Bellamy and a few other notorious scoundrels roaming the seas.
A good time to be carrying an autograph book around here.
I'm not sure they would sign it, but...
So, this one we definitely add. What did a red flag mean?
I know.
Bearing in mind we had a couple of the flags in the flag round that had a red
Yes.
background.
I know one person who would know the answer to this. Mr. Pierce.
Oh, yeah.
It means that the pirate crew would be taking the ship with no mercy. No survivors.
Oh, a fearsome sight, and possibly worse than seeing the Jolly Roger.
Yes. Normally what would happen is they would fly the old Jolly Roger first and fire a few warning shots, and then they would fly the red one if they didn't stop.
That would get them to stop.
So who sits in the crow's nest? Now this is an interesting answer.
It's definitely not the seagulls. Well, it could be, but I'm sure that's not the answer. So who does sit in the crow's nest?
It's the barrel man. or the barrel men, due to the fact that most crow's nest was nothing more than a barrel tied to the top of the mast.
Is that why they always look like that in cartoons then?
Yes.
Ah, I just thought that was an artistic embellishment.
No, that was actually quite truthful.
Ah.
So it was even more terrifying to know that once you're up there.
Oh yeah, I hope it was secure.
When was the first International Pirate Day?
The first International Talk Like a Pirate Day. Well, you mentioned this earlier on, didn't you?
I did indeed.
I see you were paying attention then. I certainly wasn't.
It was, of course, 19th September 1995.
See, I could have told you the year, and I could have really guessed the day. And last but not least, I like the picture in the background.
Who do we raise money for?
The RNLA.
I mean,
that was a trick question.
It was
I
a
don't
trick
think anyone could have got that wrong. It's what we're all about. It's what our mission is. It's for the lifeboats.
So, again, thank you very much, people. So glad you joined us today. Obviously, me and Danny have had a good time, as you can tell.
It's been worthwhile.
We've had some random things. We've had some crumpets.
We've had some rum.
We've had some cocktails.
And here's a word from our sponsor. Captain, rather.
There we have it, guys. Exeter Pirate Day and Adventure Online is coming to a close. Thank you so much for being a part of this. So before we all set sail into whatever 2020 has for the rest of the year, I just want to do a big shout out and big thanks to all the bands that have taken part. So we've got Queen Anne's Revenge, we've got Jolly Roger, Captain's Beard and Cask. Thank you so much for helping put this on and donating your time to help us try and raise some money for the RNLI. I'm hoping that we're going to have virtual heavy buckets and lots of money coming in to pass over to the RNLI. I want to say a big thank you as well to Jess, who without her, this would not be possible. Captain Catcovicious, not an internet person. I am much more a traipsing around the town type of person, shaking a bucket. So big thank you to you. We're going to leave the chat open for you guys, so you can stay as long as you like, make yourselves comfortable, get another drink, and have a good old chinwag. But until then, keep your eyes peeled for whatever we're going to be doing next for Exeter Pirate Day, and hopefully we'll see you guys real soon. Take care. Set sail.
Thank you, Captain.
Thank you, Captain. So there you go, guys. That's our virtual day pretty much done.
It's been emotional.
It's been interesting. We will certainly learn from it.
And you haven't missed anything, as most of the content you've been out during the day will be posted up below in the Facebook page. So you can recap, have a look at what you've missed if you had to pop out. And as the captain said, the chat rooms will be open, so you can have a little talk with us afterwards if you feel.
Yeah, I believe all this has been recorded as well and be put onto YouTube afterwards.
You can even watch the whole thing again.
If you really want to.
Warts and all.
But again, please do continue to donate, buy badges. The guest coins will be going until we decide to close it.
Word will be put out on the Facebook though,
Yeah.
in due time. Plenty of time for you to prepare for the results.
And we really do hope to see you at the next possible convenience.
Let's all keep our hopes for the next year as well, for a full-blown Exeter Pirate Day. And just, yeah, keep your ears peeled for anything we might be doing before then.
So thank you very much, people, and happy sailing.
Thank you.